All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're a few minutes behind, but I promise you we're going to make up for it here and some because we have a IMF takeover ahead of the St. Patrick's Day massacre. So right before you get ready for Patty's Day and you think about the corned beef, the Guinness, you think about the cabbage and the potatoes, you're going to really get to see a number of guys probably hit each other with the sack of potatoes in terms of their punches and kicks and everything else in between and a bag of chips, as my old friend downtown Julie Brown would always say here. But to kick things off here on a action-packed Thursday night on Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters here, we're going to almost in a way kind of be of a prelude to the big card itself with two guys that are no strangers to Sportswire Radio. And of course, he was once the new Messiah, but now he's the nonchalant Nicholas Crenson. I got to give Nicholas Crenson a big shout out because I am wearing his brand new shirt. And the man that has certainly made quite a name for himself, he is also a Hall of Famer, by the way, as part of the House of Wolves. So, Nicholas Crenson, you've got company here in the Hall of Fame. He is also the RCW World Underground Champion after he defeated a longtime arch nemesis of yours, Nicholas Crenson, a Darkfire that is arguably one of the more improved wrestlers, I would say, over the past year. And that is none other than Mr. Freddie Daniels. And you guys got kind of the unofficial kickoff to Saturday's big show, of course, at a 400-seat venue. And for those that are listening and watching on Sportswire Radio, I'm going with you first, Nicholas Crenson, because Nicholas Crenson, not only am I wearing your shirt, you've got a lot to prove, though, because obviously you've talked about the RCW title. You've talked about the fact that Freddie Daniels is the youngest champion to hold it. He's one of the youngest holders of any champion, I would say, in this sport currently at the moment. So you've got a lot to prove, though. And you certainly want to get back on the winning track. So for those that are listening and watching on Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters, tell us what we can expect here coming up this Saturday afternoon. And as you and Freddie Daniels kick things off unofficially at St. Patrick's RCW World Underground Championship.
Thank you very much, Tom. And you kind of didn't hit the nail on the head. I do have a bit of a chip on my shoulder, a bit left to prove, but I don't have as much to prove as young Mr. Daniels here. Because, Freddie, you have to prove that what you did last month wasn't a fluke. That it wasn't just dumb luck that you were able to get that guillotine choke on Darkfire and choke him out. Impressive as it is, Freddie, your track record in the last few months, mine ain't that great, but your track record in general, yeah, it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows for you, buddy. Especially considering you won your briefcase that you got there accidentally. And then you try to cash in on the Intergalactic Champion over and over. And then Dirty ends up pinning you for it. And then, what was that? Oh, yeah. You miss your opportunity to get that Intergalactic title back. But luckily for you, luck was on your side during the pre-show last month. And you are now the RCW World Underground Championship holder. And that, my friend, I do congratulate you on, but it's also a bit of bad luck, kid. Because that title, there are no champion's advantages with that title. You can't skate by and get counted out or get yourself disqualified and keep that title. No. But the part that really humors me the most is your little shtick that you got here of basically a mashup of Grease and Fonz from Happy Days. I have to say, I gotta give you a big round of applause.
I don't know if he would know about the Fonz, though, from Happy Days. It's kind of a reference that I don't even know how many people in the audience would even know, though, Mr. Crenson.
Well, I got to give him the round of applause because he did something to make people care. He did something to make people notice him. Because to be quite frank, Freddie, at one point you were just a body. You were just somebody there. And you you kind of make me think of you're that pick me type, the one that wants the attention.
Wow.
Crenson,
Okay.
I'm
Crenson,
wondering,
I'm gonna stop you right there. Tom, I'm sorry. I know it's your show, but I'm gonna have to stop you.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Champ. Go ahead. You can speak, Champ.
And
Go ahead.
for one, Tom, I know who the Fonz is. I've watched Happy Days. And Nicholas, this weekend isn't going to be no, fluke or nothing. It's not going to prove that last weekend was a fluke because Darkfire, I'm going to be honest, is a bigger challenge than you. See, I'm going this weekend to pop your head off with the guillotine and walk out champ.
Do you remember what happened the
nothing
last
that you're
time?
gonna say or do that's gonna change that. You wanna know why, Crenson?
I'm curious.
Because no one really knows who you are. Not even you know who you are. One second you're the Messiah, the next you're nonchalant. Hell, I didn't even know that you had a run with this. That's how irrelevant you are, Nicholas. So go ahead, come to IMF. Come to me and lose, and I'll make you famous.
Nicholas Crenson, real quick, that's an interesting point, though, that Freddie Daniels made, because, yes, you did have the RCW World Underground title, but it was almost like you had it, and then you lost it, and we know that to get that championship, you had one of the longest droughts in this sport, 17 years. It was almost kind of, when were you finally going to win the title? So, Freddie makes some points. So, in a way, is he saying that you were the one that was the fluke when you held the RCW title and beat Sean Jovi for it earlier last summer? Tell us why.
No, because Sean Jovi is one of the toughest competitors I have ever faced. And here's the thing. I had to take out everything to beat him. And that's what you do when you're facing the best. You, Freddie, last time we were in the ring, I dropped you on your head at least 3 different times. Or did you forget that? Did you, or better yet, did you forget that you were not only dropped by me, you were dropped by Jovi, you were dropped by Jonathan Pierce, you were dropped basically by everybody. You, in that ladder match, even though you won, you were an afterthought.
You talk a lot about this ladder match, but who won it?
Yeah, you won it. Good for you. On a fluke. You got lucky. And that's your MO. That's your thing.
Fair and square. At the end, I walked out with that briefcase, and that's a win no matter what.
And Freddie, I get the bravado. I get all that. You are the RCW World Underground Champion. You want to present yourself as the best out there. But Freddie, you are walking into a dangerous.
All right, let me get to some comments here. A lot of people want to say hello, and I've only got X amount of time with you guys because we have a whole bunch of guys that are going to come on here tonight. So let me say hello to some people. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to my buddy who's up at, I believe, almost 3 o'clock in the morning, Mr. OK from CCW. And yes, Mr. OK, I'm doing well. And I know, obviously, the talk of the locker room is, unfortunately, if I could say something for a second to some of the guys in CCW, I want to give my condolences to the father of Alfie Nerds. Alfie Nerds' father, unfortunately, passed away earlier this week, and I want to extend my thoughts and prayers to everybody in the CCW locker room. Alfie Nerds is somebody that's a young and up-and-coming star. He's actually going to be wrestling one of our buddies, Sugar Ray Taylor, in 2 weeks at Miners Mania. And I want to give my thoughts and prayers to you, Mr. OK. So I'm okay. I hope you're okay. And please tell everybody in the locker room that I said hi. A man that we're going to see later on in the show, the resident rock star Sean Jovi, who, although I would have to say it might be Freddie's vlog, not Jovi's vlog anymore, because it's more like Freddie's vlog these days, because Freddie's the one that's got it going on because he's got the briefcase, he's got the RCW title, He's taken over the vlog. I mean, he's become a Hall of Famer to boot. I mean, so Freddie seems like he's the one who's got it going on. I want to say hello, obviously, to all of our buddies in DKW, and I hope that Darkron, you are feeling better from your surgery and your recovery, and I hope that you're doing well out there. And thank you for all of your support. I think we're going to see Dirty coming up here very soon in a little while, and he says we're good, 4 up, 4 down. Want to say hello to my buddy, Mr. Atomic Titan, who is going to be inducted into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame after the debut of TBW Season 8. I'm really looking forward to the Season 8's premiere. I'm looking forward to Mr. Titan coming on here, Hollywood Titan, as I always like to call him, and we certainly respect and love our hardcore king, of course, from all of the guys in TBW. Really excited about their season about to begin. Want to say hello to my other buddy, Mr. D'Angelo LaFlame. D'Angelo's birthday is next Wednesday. We're going to celebrate it here on Sportswire Radio because he's going to be here live and talk about the fallout from his match coming up this weekend on Sunday. On Sunday, coming up here for Resurrection Wrestling's latest show. Also, want to get to Darkron, but now he's a champion, Crenson. You better show Freddie Fettuccini some respect. It's Freddie Daniels. Come on, listen. And I come from the place that everybody knows about fettuccine and all that stuff in Brooklyn and Staten Island, but that's a different conversation for a different time. Yes, he walked out with the case. Still salty about Freddie winning the briefcase instead of me. You did put him through that table, though, brother. And also, yes, prayers. Yes, thank you for all that great stuff. Okay, you know what? Okay, so I got all the salutations out of the way, and I've only got so much time here. So let's go with the champion first. Freddie, obviously, we have a big defense coming up here. Tell us how you are going to retain the championship here and prove to somebody like Nicholas Crenson and those that might doubt you that you're no fluke and that you're on your way to bigger and better things, especially now that you're a Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer.
Like I said, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to put him in the guillotine, and I'm going to pop his head off. It's going to be an easy match. It's going to be like 5 seconds. All right, like it's not even gonna take that long.
Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what, Freddie? I appreciate the bravado. I appreciate the confidence. But, for you, Nicholas Crenson, I want to ask you, before I let you guys ask each other one question, then we'll get to closing thoughts afterwards. But you've obviously held this title before. You have a chance to regain it. And tell us how this Saturday you were going to regain the RCW World Underground Championship and prove what you said when you were inducted into the Hall of Fame, that this was going to be a big year for you with some big plans, and you had a list of people that you were going to go through. So I want to remind you about that, but also tell us and how you are going to regain the RCW World Underground Championship and make it kind of your year, similar to the way Jovi made it his year in 23.
See, here's the thing. I'm not going to be so naive to make some bold guarantee like Mr. Daniels here. But, Freddie, I hope you enjoy that title on your arm and shoulder there, because I'm going to pop that shoulder out of your socket. And then you're going to have to go home to your family, look at your dad and say, I lost it, Pop. And you will have to say, well, sorry, I guess I just can't live up to the expectations put upon me. Because you, Freddie, you do have what it takes to be the best. But right now, you're just a lost little boy who doesn't understand who he is yet. And you're going to learn this Saturday what true pain feels like.
Well, we're going to certainly find out. And before I come to the champion, if you'd like to follow the IMF, there is many different ways you can do so. And I would highly encourage that you do that on Facebook at Iowa Midwest Federation Wrestling. You can buy a ticket still. I have obviously purchased a ticket because I'm in New York and I'd like somebody to go in my case and have a great time. And also Instagram, IMF_Wrestling. Yes, I always try to support the community because I am wearing your shirt after all. YouTube, IMF Wrestling. Keep up with all the things the IMF is up to. So make sure you support the guys. They do a great job out there. They've worked very hard to get to where they are. And I want to make sure we support everybody out there because it's about all wrestling that matters. Freddie, I want to give you the opportunity now to ask anything if you desire to do so. to Nicholas Crenson before I turn it back over to Mr. Crenson to do the same thing to you?
You know what? I do have a question for Nicholas. Have you lost your mind or something? I know that you and Kodak Kid and Ullman had a match. Did something get scrambled in that match? Because you're talking a lot of trash and saying all this stuff. It isn't gonna happen. So I just want to know: are you crazy or maybe a screw loose?
Oh, Freddie, you have no idea. And that makes me one of the most dangerous people you're facing. Because, yes, I am a little bit crazy, but you kind of need to be a champion. The question I have for you, Freddie, is simple. Are you crazy enough?
No, Crenson, I'm smart enough. I'm good enough. I'm the best.
Oh, those are famous last words, Freddie.
Well, Mr. Crenson, I know you kind of said a few things there, but I'd like to, again, conversely, give you the opportunity. Is there anything that you would like to ask Mr. Daniels, the champion, before you guys face off Saturday afternoon?
Mr. Daniels, I hope you are ready for this Saturday afternoon when we get in the ring together. Because yes, you have something in your arsenal that definitely I have to avoid in that guillotine choke. And I won't let you get it. I will fight you to the end to keep you from having a chance to lock it in. And I'm going to make sure that you understand what it means to be a champion by the end of this. And when you do find yourself looking at the lights and wondering where did it all go wrong, then maybe you'll understand that you might not be ready, Freddie.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, those were some
I just got one question, Tom. What was the question? I'm sorry, you talked so much, I forgot it.
You heard me, kid.
Well,
No,
you know
you
what?
just
I
talk
was
too
going to say
much.
some strong words there, some rather strong words from Nicholas Crenson. And Freddie Daniels, what I learned, ladies and gentlemen, he is very confident. He is certainly very confident in his abilities. He's got bravado. He's got some swagger. Will it carry him to victory and successfully retain the RCW World Underground Championship? I don't know. Will Nicholas Crenson, some of the things he said here tonight, build upon what he said when he was inducted into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame a month and a half ago? Who knows? Stay tuned. But obviously, we certainly want to make sure everybody goes out and supports the IMF. And also, I want to remind everybody here in a few minutes, we are going to hear from Joe Stone, the DKW champion, and Omen Black, because it is his show after all. So Omen and Joe Stone are going to talk about a number of different things on their mind coming up. But let's get to closing thoughts here first. And I'm going with you, Nicholas Crenson, because you are the challenger after all. And obviously, I enjoy the shirt. It came in very handy because today in New York, it was like almost summer. It was like 70 degrees, and I probably been outside in probably in shorts and a t-shirt, and I almost was about to. But not about me. It's about you, Nicholas Crenson. I want to give you the floor, give you some closing thoughts. Anything else you want to plug, share, or say? And obviously, we wish you a lot of luck coming up this weekend. We'll see if you reclaim gold. I turn it over to you, my friend, now, and the floor is yours.
Freddie, this Saturday when we go one-on-one, I'm going to hurt you. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to hurt you. But I'm also going to do you a favor. Because by the end of that night, Freddie, people will actually give a shit about you.
Well, we'll certainly find out, and I want to turn it over to the champion now, as we always do. We want to give the champion the floor, so we'll certainly see if you can continue your impressive run. And I turn it over to you now, my friend. Anything else you want to say, champ? And we wish you a lot of luck out there coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, Nicholas, I'd like to point out there's 2 videos up there that have me in them. That's how good I am. But Nicholas, this weekend when you come and you think you're gonna win, I'm gonna do to you what you're gonna think that you're gonna do to me. I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna send you back to your family crying, saying, "Oh, I couldn't do it," because that's what I do. You say all this about pain. Well, I don't care about pain. Like I told Darkfire, I'm the man that never gives up. And just like him, I won't give up against you, and I will push through anything because I am the RCW World Underground Champ, and it will be known.
Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, Freddie Daniels has got a lot to prove. He's got a lot on the line, and Nicholas Crenson has a lot to prove and a lot on the line. That's why we're excited about this match, and that's why I put up here on the YouTube page here of the IMF. If you want to support them, watch some of their content, some of their stuff to keep up to date with the guys. I want to make sure you support them and also support these guys. I have known that they're going to have a great match, and I can't wait to talk about it with them afterwards. So, gentlemen, we'll see. Kind of like St. Patrick's Day. Will you guys have the luck of the Irish? Somebody will maybe, in a way, be Irish for a day, and it will carry you guys maybe to a victory. We'll see if Mr. Crenson reclaims the RCW title. We'll see if Freddie Daniels retains it, continue his run. But, gentlemen, I look forward to having you back on here after the fallout from Saturday. And thank you for all you guys do. And it's an honor to have you guys here on Sportswire Radio and also a part of our takeover and into our Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. So we'll see you guys here, I am sure, no doubt, after the big show. And may the best man win. All right, that was here Nicholas Crenson, now the nonchalant Nicholas Crenson, and Freddie Daniels. Of course, it's Freddie's vlog. Freddie's got it going on. But Freddie definitely, we'll see if he's got it going on here coming up here this Saturday at the St. Patrick's Day Massacre. And we're going to remove him. And now we're going to bring on a couple of different guys here. We're also going to take off the IMF screen here. And also, before I do that, I want to say hello to my buddy Ethan Sorensen. We're doing great. Also, Dirty says that his dad might be the one to count to 3. We're going to certainly not say anything about that. And Sean Joby gives the IMF chance. So let's bring on one guy here. And after all, is his show, but somebody else.
Yeah.
You might want to be surprised in the man that actually won the first ever live match streamed on Sportswire Radio. He has had quite a run. He is the reigning defending DKW champion of the world. His name is Mr. Joe Stone. And gentlemen, good to be with you. Owen, it is your show after all. And I guess I'm going to open it up, though, first of all, to Joe Stone. Joe Stone, you wanted this. You got it. And for those that are listening and watching on Sportswire Radio, I mean, tell us why you wanted it and how you're going to be able to eventually come out on top with a W over Omen Black, the only, I repeat, the only 2-time Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer.
Thank you, Tom. I really I wanted it a lot after that match Friday. Wow, that match, man, that was the first match on Sportswire. That was pretty nice to be the first winner of the first match on Sportswire.
Yeah, it was a great moment. It kind of reminded me almost when the WWF had the old Shotgun Saturday Night. It was kind of like Shotgun Saturday Night, the first ever match. But you've got a lot to prove, though. And obviously, Omen Black is a 2-time Hall of Famer, and he's the guy that everybody wants a shot at. Everybody, when it comes to the worlds of Jimmy Controversy, Mikey Anarchy, Hardcore, all these big shots, they know who Omen Black is. And why do you want to be in the ring with him?
It would be a dream match to wrestle Omen Black. I mean, he's the boogeyman of the Midwest.
I know, I see it.
Yeah.
Omen, man,
Victory over him.
man, Omen. I need to to beat you, Omen. I need to gain the respect of Omen Black.
Listen, champ, I can tell you've never been here before, like a big show like this and a big match, so pay attention. I challenge you for April 5th now. I promise you, there's going to be a new DKW World Champion. Just know that you did this. You did this on my show by calling me out. You called me out on my show after your little match on Sportswire, which, congrats. I'm happy for you. But, Joe, if anything's known, I hate guys named Joe, like Joe Loose Cannon and now Joe Stone. So, Joe Stone, that belt next month is going to be mine. You're looking at your new DKW World Champion.
Omen, I am the DKW World Champion. In that match on Sportswire, I beat two of the most talented rising up-and-coming stars in IMF.
What are you talking about? I wasn't in the match.
Oh,
Well, you beat Freddie Daniels, who was just here on the show, and you certainly showed that, you know, you were
did beat
impressive
Freddie
over
Daniels.
Felix Jones. Obviously, Felix, we've seen quite a bit all over the place, but, you know, I think a point's to be
give
made,
him that.
Joe.
You got Felix.
I think, Joe, a point's to be made is that you have been very impressive. There's no question you've done a lot with the DKW title, but, you know, this match, which will take place 3 weeks from tomorrow, for those that are listening and watching on Sportswire Radio, 3 weeks from tomorrow, kind of the prelude to WrestleMania. But is this a match you're ready for? You know, is this a match that you're ready to hit the big time, Joe Stone?
You know, Tom, I've been thinking about that. And, you know, looking back, you know, I've come a long way. And I may not be ready. But I have to take a chance. I have to go out there and prove that I can be the best. And, well, I'm already the DKW World Champion. You know, who knows what's out there to achieve?
Well, what do you want to
That's
achieve?
admirable, Joe. That's admirable that you want to be the top of your game. You want to move up the ranks. That's honorable. But why don't you go ahead and ask everyone that's faced me that you have faced also. It's a different game wrestling me. Why don't you ask Damian Saint, Anthony Steele?
Oh, that's a name I've heard of.
Yeah, everyone's heard of Anthony Steele, especially that one kid the other night. I'm not gonna get into that though.
Let's not do that.
You know, what about that? What about that guy Forsaken, Matthew Forsaken?
Oh, I remember that.
Listen here, me and you both have a win over Matthew Forsaken.
Oh, I have a couple wins over Matthew Forsaken.
I mean, I would too if I wrestle in Ohio all the time.
Excuses, Omen. See,
excuses? No, this is just facts.
Okay, all right. That is a fact. You don't wrestle in Ohio, Omen. That's fine. But
don't get me wrong, I love Ohio.
Have you lost to Forsaken?
Have I lost to Forsaken? Yeah, I have. But you have too. So what are you really saying? Not much.
So let me ask this question. I know people want to talk, but I'm going to ask you, Joe, this question. Is this the biggest match of your career coming up 3 weeks from tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely, Tom. Definitely. This is my dream match.
He's riding the coattails of everyone else. Sorry, Joe. I just get bored hearing you talk, but I'm just going to tell the facts. You're riding the coattails of everyone that challenges me. You want to be on that relevant gravy train. That's okay. That's okay. But the worst thing you ever did was challenge me while you're a champion. Because now I'm going to take everything from you. And by the way, you know, I wouldn't lose the Craven Rage if it was me.
Didn't Damian State take your title?
Didn't Craven Rage beat you?
Hey, who still has their title? Who still got their gold?
Well, the gold's not around your neck because that's about $5 from the Pizza Hut or the pizzeria you put quarters in.
Go ahead and be a businessman. You go look in the stocks. This costs more than gold.
As a man that has actually
whatever
made a
in
lot
this
of money
cup is worth more than that gold.
As a man that has made a lot of money in the stock market, full disclosure, I'm going to certainly move that away from some of the things we've talked about because a lot of people do want to talk, and I actually have a guest that is actually going to appear here in 5 minutes, a big guest that I'm sure is going to have some things to say to you guys here, specifically one of you. Freddie Daniels wants to say he was screwed in that match so that we saw the first ever live Sportswire radio match. He also says Omen beat the stuff out of him. Technically, Joe Stone never lost to Forsaken, and Sean Jovi wants to say that's okay, Omen. And we're going to say no comment on the last part of that, but somebody else that wants to say hello.
I'll say it. Facts.
Well,
Facts.
I'm going to certainly say hello, though, to Anthony Steele, because he meant to say hello, boys, because I don't think he meant to say hell, boys, because I don't know if hell, boys would have made sense, but you can certainly say hello, and we say hello to the real deal, Anthony Steele, who certainly still is certainly sending shockwaves to the wrestling world. Omen Black, I want to give you this opportunity, actually, and I know it's going to sound kind of weird. It's your show, after all, but do you want to ask Joe Stone a question ahead of April 5th, 3 weeks from tomorrow, where you get a chance to take another championship in your books?
Joe. Hey, listen, you know what, Tom? I'm not gonna ask like any question like, "Oh, you ready to get your ass kicked?" Oh, this and that. Joe, my only question to you is, do you really know the gravitation of the situation that you're in?
Yes.
Do you honestly know what you got yourself into?
I've been in deep water.
Omen, I've been in the ring with Matthew Forsaken, you know that guy. I've been in the ring with Dark Kron.
That's your biggest thing. That's the biggest thing you've been saying all night. Like, I get it. You wrestled with Matthew Forsaken. That's awesome. I have too. Hey, if Matt and Kron are watching, 4 up, 4 down.
4 up, 4 down. That's right. Foundation,
oh, they're
baby.
watching. They're watching.
Oh, yeah, I
How
can
you
hear
doing,
them.
guys? I mean, obviously the tag team champions in the IMF, but Joe, it's not about them; it's about you. And there is a point to be made that I love you, Joe. You certainly got the look of a champion. You're an emerging star, But in some ways, you have more to prove even than a Freddie Daniels, because Freddie Daniels, he comes out and he carries himself and conducts himself in a way that says, you know what? Freddie's definitely proven he's a Hall of Famer. Freddie's proven that he should be Freddie's vlog, and Freddie's got the vlog that's going on. Freddie's shown that he can hold his own against Nicholas Crenton in a promo. He's shown what he can do with Darkfire. Well, I love you, Joe. You're always going to be a part of a history note in Sportswire Radio, but people are listening tonight, and they want to see 3 weeks from tomorrow. Can you step up to the plate and deliver and show that you've got the goods, and maybe show that maybe at some point this year that you'll be in the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame alongside the likes of Dark Kron and Matthew Forsaken, and the man that you're seeing right across from this screen, who's the only 2-time Sportswire Radio Hall of Famer and the boogeyman of the Midwest, the hardcore god, Mr. Omen Black himself.
Like I said earlier, it's a dream match to face Omen, but it's also a huge challenge. And, I think I can overcome that challenge April 5th. And I guess we're going to have to find out.
That's flattering. Very flattering, Joe. That is your dream match. This may be your dream match, but ever since having this arm injury, this is just going to be a warm-up for when I get my belt back from Damian Saint. No offense to you, but this is all it is.
You're bringing that.
Just a warm-up.
A warm-up. Omen, this is my dream match, but it's going to be your nightmare. You just wait.
You're sounding like someone from Wisconsin.
Well, you know what? Speaking of things, look what we have here. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of nightmares, speaking of Wisconsin, and speaking of champions, he is back on top. He is back where he was for nearly 2 years, and all of a sudden he has surprised us here the reigning, defending interstate open weight champion, the only Grand Slam winner in WCE's history. We are talking about none other than the ruler of the yard once again in his own mind. But most importantly, though, he is the backyard nightmare, Craven Rage. Not only is back on top, he's back here on Sportswire Radio. And Champ, good to be with you. You've obviously interrupted, so you have the floor. And what would you like to say to especially?
You know what, Craig? I'm just going to cut you off. Sorry, Tom. Sorry, sure. But you better get the fuck out of my business. This is no concern to you, Craven.
Whoa,
get out of here!
Whoa.
Man, get this crybaby out of here.
Crybaby. No. Joe, I beat you. You don't definitely.
Even you beat me after I go on Sportswire and perform the best match in Sportswire history against Felix and Freddie.
Yeah.
Those guys are better than you will ever be, Craven.
Well,
that
that's
was
one thing.
Win.
That's one thing I have on you. I beat you.
You did run.
I beat you though.
You ran though. You ran like a little girl, and guess what? You may have won, but I got my gold.
Oh, speaking of goals, I'm holding the gold right now. I'm holding this championship right now. This secondary title of WCE. Everybody think this is
what was that?
Hold the clip.
Secondary?
Yeah, this is secondary title. But see, my goal is to come after world titles. You hold a world championship. Omen?
World title, yeah. World title.
Yeah, I want that.
No. Don't say what you're about to say. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Stay out of my business.
No, Omen. Your business is my business. Because, see, you've been telling people I've been ducking your fat ass for 2 years, and I haven't been ducking you, Omen.
Listen here, Toothless. Stay out of my business.
Listen, Humpty Dumpty, shut up. Shut up, Humpty Dumpty.
Why don't you get a real personality unlike the Rock and Roman?
You, Omen, listen, I respect you. I truly do respect you, Omen Black.
You can't even say respect.
Yeah, I can respect. I do respect you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you get ready to audition for the Ghostbusters Part 2. But anyway, Joe, you and me for that title.
Look, say you 18, bitch.
I'm definitely.
You can get a shot at this title, so you're man enough and not running away like a 5-year-old. Come on.
April 5th, me and you, Joe.
I'll be there with you
for that title.
No, that's my match, Joe.
Oh.
Don't you fucking accept this?
You know what?
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.
I got an idea.
You're fighting champion.
The both of you take me
No,
on.
no, do not do this.
Oh man, I love to steal a moment.
Scared?
And I'm definitely going to steal a moment.
Oh, Craven. No, we're not worried about that. Omen, are you scared that you can have this extra body in the ring? What are you scared of this little pissant for?
Listen, I'm not scared, but the fact I don't want to share my coattails or my winnings or my relevancy with him.
Oh, Omen, don't worry.
He doesn't deserve it.
I'm winning.
What? Scared, Omen? You're supposed to be the boogeyman of the Midwest, but I obviously, Damian Saint made you the bitch of the Midwest.
Listen, I don't spend my time wrestling trash. That's you wrestling Tyler Ark every other week.
You sound like loose cannon, Omen.
You have the teeth of loose cannon.
Let's not go there. So Craven Rage, I get this, and we're gonna obviously be here for a few minutes. We want to bring on Sean Jovi, Mephisto, and Ace Diamond next. But Craven Rage, are you telling? And I know a lot of people want to talk to you guys, but are you telling us that you are going to be inserted in this match 3 weeks from tomorrow? Is that what you're telling us here for the DKW title?
Hey, it's all on Joe.
Get a receipt.
If Joe won it, I'm definitely will be there April 5th.
You know, that's fine. Excuse me 1 second.
That's fine, Craven. You want this receipt? Come get it.
Well, Omen Black, I think we all heard that one. You didn't have to leave the screen. You could have just told
that
us
wasn't me.
air.
That was the cat. I'm not mad.
Homie, everybody been wanting a match between me and you. That's damn.
You're not ready.
I've been ready, homie. I've been ready.
Maybe you ain't never been ready. That's why you were running.
I never ran.
You never ran. You did laps around the ring.
Middle-aged man ran for teenagers.
Well, April 5th, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do.
Oh, you gonna show us some more laps?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some more laps.
Oh,
I might walk away with 2 titles.
Wait. Are you saying Craven 2 belts? I mean, I know you're saying you're back on top. I know that you're saying now that you're once again the ruler of the yard.
Because, like I said, this is a secondary title. I need a world title.
Yeah,
this is a real one.
Yeah, I want that title. You know, I held the world title for 2 years and made that relevant. This title really don't mean nothing.
Well,
That's
let me
right.
put some comments here because a lot of people want to talk, and I only have X amount of time with you guys here. Also, here a lot of people are upset because Sean Jovi says, "Oh God," and he's obviously got some issues with you, Craven.
Yeah,
Rage,
I'm
bro.
upset too.
Dirty,
Justice
by the
for
way,
Omen.
says Boo, and he called you a Freddie Daniels, the RCW champion of all people, called you a thief. Now, James Taylor, the nemesis, says, "Oh boy, what did I walk into?" Well,
Yeah,
I don't know what you walked into.
I came in like a thief of the night and stole a
But you did
secondary title.
You did that when you took Jovi's interstate title, and now you've come on, and it looks like maybe you're about to take the DKW title as well, because it looks like 3 weeks from now there could be Craven 2 belts. I mean, forget about the run that you were on all through 2022 into 23. It looks like we're about to see Craven Rage be on top for decades, it seems like, after what he's doing tonight.
Oh, Tom, I hate to cut you off. That is never going to happen. Craven will never hold this.
You sure?
Craven will never have any relevancy in DKW.
This is bullshit.
I already got relevancy when I beat you once.
Justice for Omen.
Well, you know what? I know there's some justice.
Omen,
for
I ain't forget about you either. Come on. April 5th, this is going to be horrible. For
Whatever, Liberace.
You know what? That's actually an interesting point. We've heard Happy Days and Liberace mentioned on Sportswire tonight. Also, Freddie Daniels says, "Damn, Joe is right for once." Want to say hello to our buddy, the one and only Mr. Joshua Allen, the owner of Tennessee Backyard Wrestling. And how you doing there, my friend? Always good to be with you. Also, it's only a secondary title because you hold it. He also said, "Craven, get him out of here." Well, he's here now. He basically said certain things here I can't repeat. Tiptoeing into another match, I see Craven, DKW, and WCE management. Please contact Dirty as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Are DKW and WCE management in cahoots? Is that what I'm learning tonight? Are
No,
DKW
they need to get WC out of this match.
Nah, that's the problem.
What are you
That's
talking
what the
about? At
devil.
least I can walk. And I want to say hello to my buddy, by the way. Big shout out to my very good buddy. He is the best on the card. He's the Born to Battle briefcase winner from our very good friends over in NEW, New Underground Wrestling, Mr. Jake Matthews. Jake is the man. We're going to have Power Surge 2 weeks from today in your guys' spots. And Power Surge, I mean, what a story this guy has. I want to give Jake a big shout out. And Jake is another guy, you know, Omen, you and Jake should match up maybe one day down the road. It'll be, you know, Riot in the Ring, June 1st, by the way. Just saying, Riot in the Ring is June 1st.
Listen, he'd be honored to jerk the curtain to me. All right, let's be
Well,
real.
this guy's got quite a resume. But speaking of people that I want to say hello to that we haven't seen in weeks, none other than the wild card Jason Storm, the retired wild card Jason Storm, says, "Shout out to my boys from the IMF and more importantly, my foundation brothers. And I hope Jason Storm is doing well. And
Yeah.
his baby are doing. But you know what? All right. So in the interest of time, I want to go to everybody and give them the opportunity to ask one another a question. Joe Stone, I'm going with you first because you're the champion. Is there anybody you want to ask a question to, especially when it comes to your DKW World Championship?
Craven, you really think you're ready for a shot at this DKW World title?
It's bullshit.
Always ready.
Omen, you think you're ready for a shot at the DKW World title?
Stone, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Ask anyone. Ask anyone if I'm ready.
Because you lost last.
I only asked him because last I recall, you lost last time.
Hey, last time I recall, you lost to this guy.
Okay. This guy has just maybe a chance of beating you and taking this gold. You know, I might show this guy.
Have you been paying attention to the last year?
You two seem to be on the same level.
Omen, they really, I mean, we really haven't seen that before, so I'm not quite sure if Craven.
I took this guy's thunder. I took his pride in WC. I took his pride in Sportswire.
Well,
He's just lucky he can weasel himself in a match.
And I'm gonna take your arm.
So you know what, Craven Rage.
Very funny. My arm's in a sling. You want to make an arm joke? Wow, what a champion!
Well, that's certainly a point to be made. But Craven Rage, I want to let you have the opportunity before I go to Omen because it is his show. Is there anything you want to ask to either Omen Black or Mr. Joe Stone?
Joe Stone first, because he is the champion. Are you ready, Joe? Last time we danced, you battled Survive. Are you ready to go through a lot of pain and suffering?
I'll tell you what, Craven. I'll be ready the second you take them track shoes off and you get ready to get in the ring.
Omen Black.
Yes, bitch.
Question for you.
I heard someone laugh in the background, so I already knew I win.
It's certainly not WC management filling in questions and answers for those that are.
Are you ready, sir, to have your moment taken away from you again?
Am I ready?
Have your moment taken away from you again because I just stole your moment by ending myself in this match.
Craven.
That's a thing you've been doing since forever. You steal your moves from Roman. You steal Roman's title reign. Now you're stealing my shine in this match. You're stealing my match from me.
Just like
oh, he's a thief. That's how he got so good at running.
You shut your mouth while I'm talking. I was quiet. Now, Craven, you want to say if I'm ready? Are you really ready? You've been ducking me for an entire year.
It has been actually a year, right?
And now the fact that I'm getting off an injury for my next match to train. The fact that you know that I'm coming off an injury,
and
now you want to challenge me.
I do have breaking news from Dirty that it's now official that it's a triple threat match for the DKW World Heavyweight Championship. Joe Stone, Craven Rage, and Omen Black 3 weeks from tomorrow. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see that Omen Black, the boogeyman of the Midwest, is hot. He is not very happy. And before I get to Omen, Mr. Matthews said, I think I Loose Cannon stating he was working with us before. So Loose Cannon's not working with NEW. I'm pretty sure because I watch NEW. Yeah,
they saw through his bullshit too.
I actually watch NEW, and I don't think Loose Cannon, with all due respect to Loose Cannon, will be anywhere near.
Oh man, I told you.
Thanks, Dirty. Thanks for giving me the shot to beat this little chump and Omen. You know, Omen, you may not be a chump like this guy, but you know, I'm still gonna beat you and I'm still gonna take this gold.
Listen,
Omen Black, do you want to have a question to ask either the champion? Well, actually, both of them are champions, but the DKW champion, because that's the title that's on the line. Would you like to ask any of these two individuals something before I go to Jovi, Mephisto, and Ace Diamond?
First off, I want to say in the comments, James Taylor, yeah, I do have Tourette's. So what? Leave me alone.
No comment. I'm saying nothing on that.
No, and I was sneezing. That wasn't me cussing. I sneezed. So I don't know why everyone says I was cussing.
I don't know.
So my only question to these two is, are you guys DUM dumb? Yeah, because you guys are. If you guys don't think I'm ready for both of you, I'm going to be the new DKW World Champion when I beat Joe Stone and Craven Rage. Finally, Craven Rage gathers the balls out of his manager's purse to face me. Congrats, Craven. I'm going to make you famous for 5 minutes when you step in the ring with me and I take Joe Stone's little title from him. So be ready, Joe Stone. Be ready, Craven Rage.
I'm ready.
I'm about to give you guys the the greatest match of your career.
All right, Omen. Let's go.
For
April
me,
5th.
I'm just wrestling.
Oh,
Well, you
man.
know,
Me too.
ladies and gentlemen, the talking is going to come to an end 3 weeks from tomorrow for the DKW Championship. Joe Stone is going to see if he's ready to play in the big leagues. Craven Rage, is he really going to be on another run that could be years, could be decades in the making of showing that he is the true ruler of the yard? Or will Omen Black once and for all shut up Craven Rage and take Joe Stone back to Ohio without a championship and without all the momentum in the world that he has built up? And will Omen Black show, as he always does, according to many, that he's the guy that's going to show up and maybe square off with the likes of a Jimmy Controversy, a Mikey Anarchy, and certainly a prelude to what Damian Saint has in store for Omen Black's Hardcore Championship? We'll have to all find out here. But, gentlemen, before I go over to Sean Jovi, Mephisto, and Ace Diamond, do you guys have any final thoughts? Anything else you want to say before I bring on our next participants here tonight in this IMF takeover? Anything else you want to say?
Ladies first.
Craven.
I thought Omen go speak. He looked like the built soccer mom. So Omen.
Craven Rage is
Listen
coming
here.
in.
I'm not the one with a built-in glory hole in my face, all right?
Hey, I don't have a butt in the front, Omen. So shut up. Listen,
You don't have a tooth in the front either.
you know what I'm saying? Hey,
No, that's where the binky goes.
you know,
Joe Stone. I mean, after all, James
Stone.
Taylor claims that Joe Stone may not be ready for this, but you know what? Joe Stone just came back with a huge uppercut. It landed, but I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to forget about the talk here. These guys are going to have a match April 5th. I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait to see the fall from it. Like I said, will Joe Stone continue to show why he's ready for prime time? Will Craven Rage be ready to go on a run that could be
Best believe
years?
it, Tom.
Could be decades. We're gonna
I'm
find
gonna
out.
feel the moment.
And will Omen Black continue his run and basically be a prelude for Damian Saint's last rites coming up here? Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you're not down with that, then you are stupid. Yeah.
Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we've heard enough. Gentlemen,
I'm
I
gonna turn
know
that
I'll see
Ghostbusters
you guys
thing
here
off.
real soon. One more thing, Craven. What do you want to say?
So I'm gonna turn that Ghostbusters voice off.
Make me, bitch.
Well, you know what? Ghostbusters, go out and see it, but really go out and support the IMF. Subscribe
Yeah,
to
you
this
go out and see Ghostbusters. You go see Omen. He's the fat ass marshmallow man.
Thank you, Omen.
Here on
And
Sportzwire.
you said the same
Gentlemen,
joke
we are
5
out of
times.
time. Thank you so much. We're about to bring on our next participants because it's all wrestling that matters and all IMF stars that matters. So to be here once again, we are about to bring on here the resident rock star, Sean Jovi. And I don't know why Omen Black came back on, but he's here, but not here. And we have on Mr. Ace Diamond. And now we have on here with us Mr. Mephisto. Let me take this off the screen, bring these guys on, and we are going to see now what they have to say. And I'm actually going to go first with Mephisto because Mephisto is actually the one that's got the gold, and he's got a lot to say. I caught Ace Diamond's promo earlier before we went on the air, and I think that these guys are going to open things up first to Sean Jovi. Obviously, we're going with Mephisto, as I stated. So, my friend Mephisto, good to be with you, and tell us how you're going to continue your own impressive run and keep the U.S. title away from the resident rock star, Sean Jovi, the undisputed King of Rock.
Well, first things first, Tom. How the hell are you, brother? How's the day treating you?
I'm great because I'm with you guys right now, so life couldn't be any better.
You know, brother, it's a great answer. I'm just trying to have a good day out here and having a great time with my boys. But I seen that Jovi's up here in the corner, and I just got to say one thing about what happened in our match, brother. The fact that you didn't take my title from me when I lost, and you got the clear pin on me, brother, is the show of a man, brother. And for that, I can't say nothing bad about you on this right now.
Mephisto, I respect you as a competitor. Like, you're one hell of a competitor, man. We had one hell of a match. And now we're going to do it and run it back. I'm excited, bro.
Exciting doesn't even begin to describe the feelings Mephisto has, brother. It's a feeling that comes up from the belly and comes out the stuff out the mouth, brother. You know, has a smell to it.
A very distinct smell.
I'm gonna move away from the smells, but I'm gonna come over to Ace Diamond because Ace actually had the last words before you guys would have come on the air. And you know, Ace, you made some interesting points. I gotta say, you talked about the fact that when it came to Sean Jovi and Mephisto, what he went through when it came to Nicholas Crenson and Craven Rage, and you know, you made the point that Sean Jovi basically beat almost half of Mephisto, but now Mephisto's the one on even strength, and Prince Achia is the special guest referee. So talk to me a little more about what you said in your promo and why Mephisto is going to walk away and continue his own run, and Sean Jovi on even strength is not going to be able to get the upper hand this time.
Well, you know, the argument could be made that Jovi wrestled 2 matches too. I understand. But let's analyze the matches. Mephisto's matches were hard fought. You know, he beat 2 of your Hall of Famers, Tom. Let's keep that in mind. He beat 2 of your Hall of Famers in grueling matches. Then what about Jovi? Who'd he beat? He had like a 2-minute match, blink and you'll miss it match against Ox McCoy.
That was
tough competitor.
I'll give you that.
He's tough, but it was quick.
Easy.
You know,
He did the
easy.
job.
Yeah, there you go. Jovi admits it. That's fair enough. Then Prince, you know, he was fighting a little bit. Then when my plan came together, Jovi didn't have to beat Prince. Prince could have beat Jovi if he wanted to.
Right.
But he didn't. I pulled him. I was playing the coach, pulling the starter, tell him get some rest. We'll let Mephisto take care of it. And, you know, by that point, Mephisto was just a little bit too under the weather to, you know, pull it off.
Hell, he couldn't even lift me for the tour of the galaxies. What makes you think he's going to beat me now?
Brother, why you got to bring that up? I started this out respectful, and you got to go and bring up old shit. Like, come on, brother.
Hey, Mephisto, I got something to add. If he beats you this time, he gets your belt. He's not going to give that back to you at the end of the match if he somehow beats you, which he's not. But if, you know, some crazy thing happened, you know, no more respect there.
Honestly,
he's got to beat me first, though, brother. That's the thing. He's got to beat me
that's
first.
true.
I beat you once, and this Saturday I'm going to beat you twice.
Well, like I said
No
before,
doubt in my
brother, my
mind.
knee is feeling a lot better. It ain't hurting no more. Picking you up and giving you the tour of the galaxies is going to be no issue this time.
All right,
You know
Sean,
what?
let me ask you a question before you come in, because there's a point to be made that I don't know if you're going to get to it, that you have a lot to prove also. I know, obviously, you win the king, you become the king of the center, but obviously the man that came on and certainly like a thief in the night, kind of in the middle of the night almost, took away your prized possession of the Interstate Openweight Championship. But now you've got a lot to prove because it's almost a make or break moment. You know, we had all this run with you, this momentum that you've built up, and, you know, everybody's been talking about you all over the place. You know, I was even on a show Saturday with the guy, Jake Matthews, who of all places wrestled in ICW, and he heard of you, you know, from those days in Indiana. And, you know, you're a name that, you know, even Anthony Steele, when he was here Tuesday, said Sean Jovi, one of the few people he praised in his show was you. I mean, you know, wasn't many people he had anything good to say about, but he praised you. So that shows you that the run you're in. But you know what? You've got Mephisto right now, and he's got 2 belts. He's got the championship, and Prince Achia is the referee. This could be a make or break match for you for 2024 because you've got to basically prove, are you going to be able to continue this momentum, or do you go backwards and kind of go where you were mired in mediocrity before you joined the foundation and won the Interstate Championship?
Let's be fair, Tom. I won the King of the Center and got highway robbery from Craven Rage. Now, that's just part of the problem. You see, I'm the undisputed King of Rock now because I won King of the Center. I am the center point and the focus of WCE. I am going to be the center focus of the United States of America when I take that title from you, Mephisto. And because, you know what, I just want to go off track a little bit, Tom.
Sure, absolutely.
Mephisto, you say you can hit the tour of the galaxy, right? You think you can hit it? All right. I got one better. Do you think you can body slam me? Do you think you can body slam a 300+ pound man? Because I don't think you can.
Brother, does the sun set in the east and rise in the west? Like, what kind of question is that?
Well, it's actually more of a proposal. You see, in this here wallet, I grabbed out this crisp, semi-crisp, I should say, $100 bill. That's right. I dug out a $100 bill out of my wallet for this moment.
Wow, you know what? Okay.
I've been saving it because Mephisto, I bet you this $100 bill that you cannot body slam me in our match.
Oh, whoa! Sean Jovi came out with a Jovi bomb. You might want to say. I mean, you want to talk about letting it rock. You want to talk about being slippery when wet. I mean, certainly, I hope you keep the faith there a little bit, Sean Jovi, and you don't go onto a lost highway with Mephisto maybe hitting that slam on you, and you were $100 less in the wallet.
But I kind of wanted to do a little bit more than that, Tom. You see, if I body slam Mephisto, I also get $100 if he so chooses to accept this bet.
You can't body slam Mephisto. You kidding me?
Well, brother, seeing as though I know Ace has got the money to back me in case this doesn't happen, which is absurd, and you know it's going to happen. Brother, challenge accepted. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, I have to ask, though, what happens if you guys don't body slam each other? Do you guys lose no money, or how does that work?
It's a wash. Who cares?
Oh.
I'm looking for some fun here because along my way as interstate champion, I kind of forgot what fun was until I came to IMF. And IMF has been a fun time for me. And that is why I'm putting this $100 on the line, because I think I am going to walk out with that United States champion. I am going to be the undisputed king of rock in America. And
that is a Night Ranger song, by the way. You can rock in America. That's actually a Night Ranger. So I know not quite Bon Jovi, but that actually is Night Ranger there. But okay, but I mean,
my illegitimate father, John Bon Jovi, also released a new single today. I don't know if you saw that, Tom.
I did see it's also the 40th anniversary, I think, of Bon Jovi actually forming as a band. But I'm not here to talk about Bon Jovi's greatest hits or Night Ranger. But I want to go to you, Mephisto, because you've obviously had an impressive run in your own right. In a lot of ways, you were kind of the Sean Jovi of the IMF before Sean Jovi joined the foundation. If you think about really your run, in a lot of ways, you were Jovi before Jovi. So I actually want to ask you, I mean, is this the biggest match of your career coming up?
Well, brother, first of all, I want to say thank you for the Jovi before Jovi, brother. That speaks tremendous to me, being that he's someone I look up to. But I'm not worried about him taking this title from me, brother, because the one main thing, it seems to be the thing I've been doing since I started. It's all these wrestlers have something to prove when they wrestle me. And then they fall short of it every time, brother. So I don't know what they're proving to themselves or to who it is, but seems to be what I do.
What you do. That's what I do too. You see, that's the thing, Mephisto. You and I are pretty much cut from the same cloth.
Sounds like we got a lot in common, brother.
We do. And I like that because that's what makes good matches. And this Saturday, we're going to have one hell of a match. We're going to go to war. And your undisputed king of rock is going to walk away with that title, baby.
All right, let me get to some comments here before I come back to the two of you guys here. In about 15 minutes, we're going to hear from Soldier GP and Dirty from the foundation. And
you know what it is, brothers?
And I'm going to open something up that I've actually received in the mail, and you're going to find out what it is, and I promise you it's going to be pretty big. But first of all, let me get to a number of people here. Jovi, 4 up, 4 down, and our eye of professional wrestling. Obviously, Ace, Mr. Diamond is going to be there alongside Mr. Daniels, and Mr. Daniels was very impressive tonight against Nicholas Crenson in that kind of battle there between those two guys. Also, we have here Mr. Anarchist Gunshot. How you doing, Anarchist? The United States and the YouTube Championships look pretty nice. Yes, definitely. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Good to see you once again. Also, okay, James Taylor wants to come on, but I think Soldier GP is basically saying it's an IMF show today, and that's certainly up to Soldier and the IMF. Mephisto is one of my personal favorites, but so is Jovi. I'm conflicted. A lot of people so far are trying to figure it out here. It's almost the tail of the tape. I've been waiting for it, Tom, versus Ace 2. Well, no, it's about these guys. It's about these guys to let them have their moment. It's Ace and Jovi and Mephisto. But we thank the guys for coming on here, especially after Anthony a few days ago. Let's keep it to in the ring. But I don't know about that. Also here we have here. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, do you know what it is? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay, you know what? Let me go to you, Ace. And this is a big weekend for you. You've got Freddie Daniels with the RCW title, and you've got Mephisto. What do you want to say or ask maybe Mr. Jovi ahead of this Saturday in a showdown between, again, maybe the two fan favorites of the IMF?
Well, people think I stacked the deck against Jovi, and maybe I did, but I just call it evening the playing field. Mephisto's at a disadvantage last time. Jovi's at a disadvantage this time. Fair is fair. Jovi, you may be king of the center, but don't forget, that center is a part of the United States, which Mephisto is champion of.
If you consider Palo part of the United States, sure, but I'm going to be the champ. Yeah, barely. But
well, no comment on that.
It's a small town, but I'm going to be ruling it because I'm the king of the center and the undisputed king of rock, and soon to be the champion of America.
Well, I want to ask you that question, Sean Jovi. What would it mean to you to be the IMF United States champion specifically? What would that mean to you?
Well, Tom, my fellow American, I have got to put it this way. You see, Mephisto has the YouTube title for Jovi's vlog, and that's great. I'm glad. And he's going to be defending that in Limbo, by the way, this weekend, and I'm going to win it back. Yeah, that's literally going to be a thing. Stay tuned. But no, the United States title is the real goal.
By the way, I appreciate you creating a character for me.
But here's the thing. Oh, on 2K, yeah.
Yeah, appreciate that very much.
Download it, man.
I know, but I unfortunately haven't yet, so I'm sorry I haven't downloaded 2K yet, but
that's
continue.
Fine. But the thing is, Mephisto, being the United States champion is more to me because think about it. I haven't won a title outside of Wisconsin of any singles title of any federation ever. This would be my first singles title outside of Wisconsin from a different federation. And that is the goal right there, to make that belt just as relevant as I made the interstate title before Craven Rage committed highway robbery and stole it from me. I'll make that title the main title too.
It's already a main title. My client's already made it a main title.
But you see, here's the difference. Mephisto and I are the semi-main event. Once I win that United States title, I am the main event.
Got it, Mephisto. You want to say something?
You mentioned not winning a title outside your own company or your own state ever before. I believe the very first title I ever won was from your state exactly, brother. It was your title.
Yeah, Intergalactic. You did win it off of a zombie.
And if I do recall, brother, I was the most relevant and still am champion that's ever held that belt. Am I not?
Hey, you are the longest reigning Intergalactic vlog champion. I give you that.
And then what happened, brother? I went and got myself a United States Championship belt to go along it until I was robbed dirty like you were by Freddie Daniels taking this opportunity.
Can't blame the kid. I like the kid, but I mean he's a vlog champ too.
We like Freddie now, Mephisto.
But you're saying that we don't main event this belt, which means it's not as relevant as the world title, brother. I'm not main eventing nothing because I ain't fighting on no ring. That Mr. Omen Black is breaking glass and tacks and blood and guts and dead bodies everywhere, brother. I ain't cleaning up that and wrestling after that, brother. The main event is the co-main event.
But you don't strike me as a hardcore wrestler. I will give you that much, Mephisto. But I actually do have a question from Freddie Daniels for you, Mr. Jovi. In that, did you just call him a zombie?
He'll be a zombie when I face him next month.
Teddy, stop talking out of line, brother.
All right, so I have a follow-up for you, Mr. Jovi, on that. In a way, maybe you're looking past Mephisto and looking toward Freddie Daniels because Freddie, he was tough tonight with Nicholas Crenson. And
He was.
Mephisto, to be fair, he's defeated Nicholas Crenson in Craven Rage.
And Freddie like 5 times.
You know who
I've
else
given
beat
him the
Crenson in
scouting
Craven
report
Rage?
too.
You know who else beat Crenson in Rage? Your undisputed King of Rock right here, pal.
That is true as well. So is it fair to
And
me to ask-
Mephisto. I beat Mephisto too. Fair and square.
Maybe so,
Asterisk.
but will you be caught looking past Mephisto after some of the things you said about Freddie Daniels and some of the things he said about you?
You see, my focus isn't as much on Freddie. I want to focus at the task at hand here. And that's Mephisto, a man I respect, but also desperately need a win over with that United States title.
All right, and if you're here, please go out and support before we get to the guys here in a few minutes, and we'll get to obviously Soldier, GP, and Dirty shortly in about 5 or so minutes. But if you want to, please support the IMF on their YouTube channel. If you want to buy a ticket to the show, you can do that on the Facebook page of the IMF. It is Iowa Midwest Federation Wrestling. Also Instagram, IMF_Wrestling 666. So make sure you support them. IMF Wrestling 666 on YouTube. Also IMF_Wrestling on Instagram. Make sure you support the guys. Go out there and buy a ticket. It's always about All Wrestling Matters, and yours truly has already bought a ticket to the show. And I hope that if you want to go out there, I will make sure you have that chance to go out there. But let me get to a few more comments. Freddie wants to point out he's a 2-time intergalactic champion, and also Anarchist Gunshot, though, asked you a question, Mephisto, and this is maybe for Ace Diamond if Ace wants to ask this on behalf of Mephisto, but would your client or Mr. Mephisto want Soldier GP, the current IMF World Champion? Is that something you guys desire at some point soon?
The only way to go is up, brother. And that next level is that World Heavyweight title, Soldier. And I like you, brother, and I'm a part of all of this, Well,
I did say after the show you were trying to join the foundation, and what happened there? What happened?
Well, I saw my fellow brother Omen was on the ground, and so I ran out there to stop the guys from beating them up. But when I got out there, brother, they disappeared. I didn't know where they went.
Yeah,
and then Ace pulled me away and said I had autographs to sign, so I had to skedaddle.
Maybe so. I'll have to rewatch the tape. I don't know.
It's a little late, brother.
I don't know if Ace and Mephisto are afraid of Soldier. They have to worry about Sean Jovi this weekend, and Ace has got Freddie Daniels, and Ace has got Freddie Daniels against Nicholas Crenson. All right, so you know what I'm going to do in the interest of time? I'm going to go and say, let's give everybody an opportunity to say some final thoughts and ask one another a question. So let's go with Ace first. Ace, is there anything you want to ask Mr. Jovi, or any final thoughts that you have here before Saturday?
Do you think that you can win with an almost broken leg, Jovi? Because I've put you in that situation. Do you think that you can win with the roles reversed like you did with Mephisto? Because I don't think you got what it takes.
Let's be perfectly honest, Ace. That match I had with Ox McCoy, the first one, I injured my knee. I actually did. It wasn't a serious injury, but I was working with a hurt knee last month, and I still won King of the Center. My knee's fine now, but guess what? That's the best part, because now I can rip Mephisto apart and prove you wrong, Ace.
Did you forget about Prince?
And
win about me?
And win $100.
Hey, I'll pawn a couple of my rings if I got to.
We're not cheating to beat him, right? This is gonna be a clean victory, right?
It better be.
I mean, it's a special guest referee match.
What do you mean a special guest referee?
We're not breaking any rules, Mephisto.
What guest referee? It's not Smokey.
No, it's Prince.
What? What is Prince doing in the ring?
All right.
He's with us now.
Speaking of that, Mephisto, what do you think about Prince Achia then being the special guest referee?
I'll tell you what, Tom, I don't think much of it all. I'm just hearing this now that Prince is a part of this. The man doesn't show.
But I actually mentioned it when we were beginning the show. I know it came up briefly.
Brother, his name goes one ear out the other, just like the relevancy him here in the IMF, brother. It's in out the door and in out the door again, brother. Why do you think I have this title now?
Well, you certainly have proved it. And before I come back to you, for whatever reason, the Anarchist Gunshot Ace Diamond, is asking, are you afraid of Soldier GP?
Am I afraid of Soldier GP? I'll tell you what, if I was an actual wrestler, I would stand in the ring face to face with him and whoop his ass. Thankfully for him, I'm a manager, so I don't have to prove that I'm not afraid of him. But no, I'm not afraid of him.
I think you're afraid.
I'm not.
Okay. Oh, you know, I'm
Hey,
gonna take
he
your
said
word
he's
for
not
it.
afraid, brother. All right.
I believe you. No, I totally believe you.
Not
But,
you, Tom Jovi over there.
Okay, well, I believe the both of you guys. But, you know, Mephisto, I want to give you the opportunity before I get to closing thoughts here. Do you want to ask Sean Jovi anything else before we get to closing thoughts and ahead of Saturday's showdown at the St. Patrick's Day Massacre in the Palo Community Center? Anything else you want to ask Mr. Jovi, the undisputed king of rock?
Got one question to ask you, brother. Do rock stars feel fear? Because I'm about to instill a bunch of it on you on Saturday, brother, just so you know. When I pick you up and you're looking up at the stars, wondering how you got here, and then all of a sudden your world turns upside down and you hear a 1, 2, 3, and then you're looking up and those stars form into my smile, brother, because you're looking up at the champion. Yeah.
You go on about that, Mephisto.
And before I get to you, Mr. Resident Rockstar, Soldier GP actually just heard what you said, Mr. Diamond. He said, "Ace, don't let your pit bull mouth overrun that."
Hey,
puppy.
brother.
I'll repeat that again. Don't let your pit bull mouth overrun your puppy ass. Basically, is what he
I
said.
didn't think he watched this show. I stand by my words.
That's why I was like, "Are you sure?" But okay. I mean, look. Obviously, let's focus on here. Mephisto, when is the next time you're going to defend the YouTube championship? Well,
This Saturday, brother, we're doing a shoot contest of a little limbo. Yeah. How low can you go?
Well, Mr. Gunshot, good to see you once again, and you got some good questions tonight so far. I'm impressed, and certainly nice to see you once again, Mr. Anarchist Concept. But Sean Jovi, before I get to closing thoughts, is there anything that you'd like to ask before final thoughts and Saturday to Mephisto?
Mephisto, you have 2 belts. How's it going to feel when you don't have either one? You see, I'm in that limbo match too. And yeah, I'm a big guy, but I can sure as hell rock and roll some limbo. Not just that, I'm taking that United States title from you, whether you believe it or not. I am the undisputed king of rock. I am going to be your undisputed United States of America. And you're just going to be sitting there with nothing, Mephisto. I like you and all, but dude, you're just another victim.
Well, if you like me, why do you want to leave me with nothing, brother? That doesn't seem like something you want to do to someone you like.
Because you played Widespread Ruin to me when we played Yu-Gi-Oh last month for that.
Oh, brother, that was the ultimate counter.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Part of the card.
Bullshit counter, and you know it.
I caught Yugi himself, brother.
That was a good one, but before I get to closing thoughts here, apparently we can have a pre-show match at St. Patty's Day Massacre. So I guess that
he's in, brother. I'll put him in it. Signed up. He's in it, brother.
He can make it happen.
Dirty, it's too late. I already did it, brother. It's happening.
By a doctor, I don't think I got a checking account and savings account. There's a lot of issues.
We've been training for this, Ace. We've been training for this.
I've been sitting on my ass.
It's your moment.
I don't know here, ladies and gentlemen. We're hearing things that certainly, are breaking news, basically, like we've never heard before. And yes, thank you, Gunshot. We've had a great conversation. I know a few days ago, and I'm glad you're doing well. And thank you for your support. And I'm sure we're gonna get you back on the program here, when the time is right. But we'll have to see. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But let's get to closing thoughts. Ace, I'm gonna go to you and say, is there anything that you want to say here before closing thoughts? And maybe not in this match, I suppose. And apparently you have a match with Soldier GP now, pre-show St. Patrick's Day Massacre now. Apparently it says it's done.
Huh? I don't think I got much I can say, Tom. I think I gotta go.
Okay, I'll let you go. Be safe out there, and I hope that you certainly figure out what's best for you. But Mephisto, we'll see if you continue your run to be Mephisto 2 belts, or will Sean Jovi go back on top? But I'm giving you the opportunity, Mephisto, for any closing thoughts. Anything else you want to plug, share, or say? The floor is yours, my friend.
I just want to say, make sure you tune in on Saturday, March 16th.
Yes.
As well, I was about to say. I about said September, brother. I'm looking forward to the future here. But brother, I'm just saying, wrestling you, Jovi, last show was quite a treat, brother. It was quite a treat. And I'm excited to get back in that ring with you, brother. And no dirty business from either side, I hope. No knee attacking, brother. You know what I'm saying, you know?
Oh, you liked it when I sweeped your leg.
Well,
hey, listen here, brother.
Well, let's hope we're not slippery when wet here, pretty much. Let's hope that you guys will have a match that'll be a crossroad, but it'll certainly be a fair one. So we'll keep the faith that it'll certainly be a fair match. But I'm going to bounce over to you, Sean Jovi, the resident rock star, with your closeness, keeping it with Bon Jovi album titles. But I'm going to certainly know that you'll keep it 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit here with these closing thoughts. Again, another Bon Jovi album reference there for you. But, want to give you the opportunity to say anything else. And thank you for all that you do. Obviously, I enjoy the fact that you've created me as a character and everything you do being our resident rocks, maybe our Sportswire King of Rock. But I want to give you the floor before I get to Soldier, Dirty, and special guest for closing thoughts and their match coming up. But I turn it over to you, Sean Jovi. Floor is yours.
Of course, Tom. I just wanted to mention that Jovi's Quest 6, the backstage vlog of this upcoming show, will be releasing next week shortly after, I'm sure. And I want everyone to stay tuned for that. There's going to be Limbo for Mephisto's title. There's going to be all sorts of goodies happening. And after our match, not only will I have another $100 bill, but I will be the United States champion of America.
Well, we'll certainly see. And, what are you going to do with the $200 then?
That's a good question.
I'm probably going to go and get some food,
Yeah, maybe get some Taco Bell. Treat myself to some Taco Bell.
Well, I'll make you guys laugh real quick. I am sure $200 worth of food goes a lot farther in Ohio or in Iowa and Wisconsin than in New York, because in New York City, food is really expensive. So I'm sure it's
but you can get a sandwich at 3 a.m., brother. You can't do that here.
True. But you guys can certainly go a lot farther with $200 than I can. But I've got the money. You guys really need the $200. But let me, before I get to closing thoughts with you guys, I want to say hello to my buddy, Mr. Michael Christian. Well, Crenton might have a chance. Who knows? Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Damn it, Ace. Okay, well, guys, I can't wait to see what happens here this Saturday. Happy St. Patty's Day. Let's certainly make it a massacre. We can.
And like the new Bon Jovi single, our match, when I win, will be legendary.
When I get off,
yeah,
I'm gonna listen to the song. I'm gonna tell you what I think. But guys, thank you as always, and we'll see you, I'm sure, after the show. That was the resident rock star Sean Jovi and Mephisto, our U.S. champion and Jovi's YouTube vlog champion, and to be here once again, and also back here once again because it is his show after all, and also somebody else. Now it may be your show, but I promised something.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Dirty. So do I have a world title shot, a world title match against Ace and Omen's my ref?
That is happening on the pre-show. That is happening.
Hey, like the shirt, boys.
Yeah, I got a couple things to say.
Well, I was gonna, it's funny. I know we're gonna talk about what's ahead,
the new
but
merch.
I actually had a package that I was hoping that I could maybe open on the air and maybe let you know what it is, and maybe only if it was okay, maybe I could, show you guys something, and maybe a thing or two about it. And if you like it, maybe I could show it to the audience on the air, and I don't know, maybe put it on possibly. And
that would be an honor.
I promise you, I have a feeling it's not a Craven Rage shirt. I'm just gonna say with certainty, I don't think it's a Craven Rage shirt, but I'm actually
no, it's. I want to say one thing before you do it about Craven Rage. You bring up Craven Rage.
Yes.
That guy is such a joke that all he can do is fat shame my tag team partner.
Very
disrespectful. Fat shame him. Hey, the Marshmallow Man was the best Ghostbusters. So he wants to sit there and argue. You're the best thing in Ghostbusters, buddy.
All I gotta say this.
You couldn't even see that guy in the dark. He got no teeth.
All I gotta say this.
I'm not gonna
Craven, look at me. Your mom likes it.
You know what it is, my man.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that. But I am, if it's okay, pull up this. Now,
Open it. Oh,
Look
Looks
at
like you
that.
guys ring a bell. Does it ring a bell? Now everybody's got my address.
Oh,
so
it
you can
definitely rings a
come after
bell.
me now.
Yeah.
No, you better not come after Tom because now Tom's got a foundation shirt, so he's a foundation member.
Oh, you didn't even open it.
You just ruined the gift.
Way to go,
Oh,
champ.
Jeez.
Sorry, too excited.
It's all good. It's all
Plus, Ace
good.
has got me. Ace has got me hyped. Ace running his fucking mouth got me hyped.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
how did you not know?
I
Come
can't
on, we
wait
got
till
three.
Saturday
We
to
got three
pre-show.
foundations.
So I got you pretty much spoiled it. So I'm gonna say first of all, I'm gonna put the shirt on in a minute. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on, but I want to actually read the card here. Oh. Well, first of all, I'm going to read it off. I think this is what I'm excited about most. Thank you, Tom Bryce, for all of your support towards the IMF. You're a big help in getting our brand out there. Thanks for everything you have done for the IMF. Yours truly, the IMF management. Now, I'm very honored and humbled by this card, but I'd like to say that you guys did the work on your own. You guys went out there and believed in yourself. You guys went out there and traveled and did it. And in the words of Hillbilly Tilly, you guys showed that you're true wrestlers that do it for the love of wrestling. You went out there, and whether it's now in where you put yourself in 400-seat venues to traveling to all these many federations, you guys went out there. It's an honor to have had you guys on the platform the last, year and change, but you guys went out there and believed in yourself, and you had a goal. And yes, I was an honor to have you guys on. And Omen, it's your show after all, but you guys did the work. I just want to put it out there. You guys did the work, and the pleasure is mine to have you guys on, but you guys believed in yourself, and it's easy to bring great people on, and you guys have been a pleasure to work with over the past year, and I want to say that that's what I think, and thank you, though, for the very nice card, but let me put the shirt on.
That's what we want. That's what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, that's what we want. See it.
Yeah.
I will say this, Tom, while you're putting on the shirt. It is Omen's show, but when you check the statistics on this video, you will see Dirty was the only one to like it.
Oh, look at you, an overachiever, Dirty.
Hey, I gotta get in where I fit in, my man. And I tell you this, Damian Saint will not be on this damn show tonight because that bastard, he said, because I said this was mandatory and he wasn't getting paid, he's not gonna be on here. So fuck him.
I'm gonna say no comment on that because that's obviously an issue with
Tom.
But I gotta say, this shirt, this is one of the best shirts I've ever had, honestly. I've got a lot of wrestling shirts, and this one's gonna stay in the wardrobe for a long time to come. I'm impressed. This is certainly better than if I got a Craven Rage shirt.
Oh, most definitely.
Does anybody own a Craven Rage shirt?
I can only guess what a Craven Rage shirt
I think he's only selling binkies, Tom.
I can guarantee you I know what a Craven Rage shirt looks like. It's just a black shirt with a picture of a trash can. That's what it is. He's trash, and so is his career, and you son of a bitch stole my line. But hey, it's not my moment.
Well, you can look at it before we get to, obviously, the main event of the show coming up here Saturday. You can look at it. This is the first time you guys are going to be, I think, in some form of a triple threat match, right? The first form of you get a chance to put your hands on Craven Rage a little bit. But speaking of which, I think he wants to pop on. Do I let him on or no?
I tried to stop the match, Omen. I tried, but guess what?
He just popped
There's the only way you can get your hands on him.
So Craven Rage wants to. All right.
Did he get an invite to join the foundation? I was like, okay, well now he's in the foundation.
Never.
I don't have a foundation to start.
Fair enough. Okay, well maybe we'll move on from that. And yes, the shirt looks great, by the way. And I have to say that this is definitely going to stay on tomorrow. I'm all day tomorrow. So when you see me tomorrow on Sportswire, you're going to see the foundation shirt on. And
that's why I pay you the big bucks, Tom.
Hey, keep out the money, my man.
I appreciate that. But, obviously, let's get to business, though, because we do obviously have, you guys in the main event, and it's the foundation and against Damian Saint and obviously Ox McCoy and Uric the Viking. And, I see.
Well, depending on what the doctors say, right, Omen?
So,
depending on what the doctors say tomorrow, right?
Yeah. But I'm going to say this. It's not looking good.
I'll say that. It's not no coincidence or anything like that.
Whether it's the three of whether it's the three of us, whatever it's the three of us or just the two of us,
Exactly.
Saint and the Hellhounds are gonna get that ass whooped.
Well, I did enjoy the Will Smith version of just the two of us. I would think that you'd like to have three guys right against three, right? I mean,
as much as I'd love to help
that'd be
you guys,
ideal.
really, I would.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you that Birdie's days of getting hit in the back with a goddamn kendo stick are just about done.
I don't blame you on that. I mean, we saw that certainly, what happened.
You got that Viking or butt pirate, whatever the hell he is, running around.
I just want to say this. As much as I would love to help you guys, truly I would get my revenge on Damien and the Hellhounds. I hope, if it's not me, I hope you guys really do find someone to help you guys out. I know the foundation will be there, Levi, Jovi, but hopefully you'll have someone.
Here's what I think, man. If you're not good to go, to me, I'd rather do it with just me and Soldier, to be honest.
I don't know, though, because, Damien Saint with Uric and Ox McCoy.
No, I agree with Dirty.
It's more of a.
We're the original three, right?
I love you guys, but you gotta have
original three.
I understand, but you can't go into a match 3 on 2 with Damien Saint.
If Omen can't go, they want to take out one of our boys. We're going to take out 3. We're going to take out 2 of theirs. So,
right.
I mean, come on, it's Uric the Viking. What does Mephisto call him? Imaginary. You got Ox McCoy who loses more blood than he does wrestling.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing Steiner math over there. I don't know. We gotta wait till the doctor. But I can tell you right now how I feel. It's not looking good.
It's got so personal. Not just Omen and Damon.
What we saw even after the match, I mean, what really was done was one of the more heinous beatdowns I've actually seen. And I've been covering wrestling for 4 years on Sportswire Radio, and this covers whether it's been in the UK, whether it's covered across the underground, whether it's in the yard, you guys in the independents. I don't think I've seen what I saw with Damien Saint and Uric the Viking and Ox McCoy. I mean, this is really personal now.
Yeah, they were trying to end my career.
And also,
you see how fast they ran when the odds evened up. When the odds evened up, do you see how fast they ran?
Yeah, for sure.
So that tells me the thing about these guys, though. The Hellhounds are not as tough as they claim to be.
Now, I have a comment, if I'd like to read it off on the screen. Apparently, if you guys are shorthanded, to quote the hockey term there, Mephisto claims that he's down to help, and he says he's got your back. Now, Mephisto was, trying to join the foundation. Was he trying to join the foundation after the show? And it seemed like he was trying, and I had asked Ace about that.
Mephisto, you're not even in the foundation.
Here's the thing. How do we know he might not think he's in the fucking Hellhound?
I don't know. I mean,
exactly. As much as it sounds great, he is a good brother. He's a great friend. But I don't know if we can trust him, Soldier.
And Freddie Daniels is saying that he's telling Mephisto that we're not on the same team as you guys, basically. So I think
I don't know who's on the team of the Hellhounds, because as you saw at King of the Center, Ox McCoy came out and helped Craven. So
I had asked Craven Rage about that a few weeks ago. I had asked Craven Rage about, is he going to work more with the Hellhounds?
Now, is this just a whim or, hey, just a quick favor? I don't know.
I had asked that same question. I'm glad you brought that up, because I had asked the same thing to Craven Rage.
I can answer for my boys right here for Mephisto. They're good. They're good.
And Freddie Daniels wants to tell Mephisto that he's not a member. Well, Freddie Daniels actually says that Mephisto's not on the foundation, so Freddie's actually telling him that.
I don't know what's going on at Ace's group he's got going, but bunch of idiots over there.
Game, Omen, I beat him, so I mean, just to let you know.
I mean, I can imagine Dirty finding someone like he's general manager of owner of IMF. Like, you could find someone if I can't make it.
I could find somebody. Yes, I could. It'd be easy to find somebody, but it's got to that personal level. It's got to that. I don't want to find anybody. If it ain't gonna be you, it's gonna be me and Soldier, and we're gonna go out there and we're gonna do what we gotta do, or we're gonna go and we're gonna get injured trying like you did, my man, because that's exactly what we do. You know, we
I know.
put our heart.
I shouldn't bring it
That's
up.
what we're gonna do for our brother. That's what we do for
But
our brother.
I don't know if I should bring it up. But can Jovi wrestle also? He's foundation, or he's too occupied. Would he be a fit or no?
Let's see how he feels.
I don't want to as a fellow brother. As a fellow brother, I don't want to take his title shot. You know, I want him to focus on his title shot. Title shots just
And also, with them already being wrestled that night,
unless you're Craven Rage.
You know,
But
what
if
is
he
with
wants-
Craven
if he wants
Rage?
to-
You know,
if he
I
wants
have
to
to
come out
ask
there
you
and go
guys
to
this.
war,
You know, I have to ask this question, and I know where I was supposed to talk about this match, but you know, Dirty, I understand you're in a tough spot, but Craven Rage, everybody seems upset that he now has another title shot, and there's a possibility that he could have another championship in his arsenal. You know, Omen, you know, in a way, kind of has a point because Craven's pretty much ducked Omen for a year, and now Craven's interjected himself in this whole thing with Joe Stone, and like, what
Since I
happened
got
there?
injured.
well, that's
What
why.
happened
That's
there?
another reason. See, yeah, I didn't. Omen didn't want that to happen, and you know what? I kind of didn't want to either. But then I thought about that, Tom, and I'm glad you said that because here's the thing: he can't duck Omen in that match. He's gonna have to face him.
Yes, but he's
So put him in the
interjecting-
ring now. So now,
Sorry,
is he gonna beat Omen? No, he's gonna have to beat Joe Stone because we know Craven can't beat Omen.
I agree with you on that, but I think he's in his mind, all he has to do is beat Joe Stone, which he's already done.
Well, you're gonna have to get my man Omen out of the ring at that point in time. That's that Rumble in the Wreck, and I don't think that's an easy feat at all. Tom.
No, I was gonna say, you know, watching Omen and certainly in XCW. I mean, Slater and Parsley had a very difficult time just pinning him. It took all the might of Parsley and Slater. But Craven Rage is here, by the way. He says, "Foundation, I told you guys, I'm not alone."
See, I just want to say this. He finally accepted the challenge, knowing that I'm injured. I'm not going to be at 100% next month. Like, my elbow's fractured. There's no way I'm going to be 100%.
He's not alone either.
I'll be
he's got
lucky
a
the
channel
doctor
with him.
even approves me to wrestle next month.
I hate to ask you this question because, again, I'm not a doctor, but for you, Omen, are you concerned about your career? Are you concerned about that your career could be in jeopardy? You know, elbow's a serious injury. You know, I've interviewed a lot of guys who are baseball players. You know, I'm friends with guys that played in the minor leagues. And, you know, when you have an elbow or an arm injury, it's a serious thing and it takes a long time to come back from. Are you concerned that you could maybe possibly be, you know, jeopardizing your career?
See, what I have, the doctor told me it was a rare case of the torcular fracture. Like, it's hard to fracture that, but the Hellhounds found a way. See, yeah, I'm a little worried about my career being altered from this. Like, I could feel I'm not as strong in my left arm. Like, it hurts to move.
Well, Paul
hurts to bend
Orndorff years ago, you know, he had a shoulder injury and he kept wrestling with it because he was in the feud with Hulk Hogan. And, you know, he was basically continuing because it was the payday. And, you know, his arm basically shrunk because he never got it checked out. And, you know, I'm just saying you could, you know, jeopardize your career in that way. You become this boogeyman of this Midwest, a hardcore god. And, you know, if you continue the way you're going, if you come back too soon, maybe you may meet an unfortunate fate that people would be very disappointed with. The fans love you out there and they want to see you at full strength. That's the only reason I ask, you know, could you be, you know, doing something that regardless could jeopardize your career?
if say if the doctor doesn't even clear me for next month, like I have to do it. Like, I have to, but I don't know. Like, me knowing how I feel now, it's not looking so good for this weekend. But I'll be there. I'll be at the show to support. But
okay,
I think that's mostly what I can do. Oh, and also the special guest referee Soldier beating down Ace. But
that's right.
I don't know why Ace basically answered the way he did. I mean,
yeah, you're special guest ref in my match against Ace.
I guess you can count with one arm, right? You can count with one arm.
That's what I'm
tell
gonna
what's
do.
going on. But before I come back to you guys, for whatever reason, the Anarchist Gunshot wants to know, when am I letting ADT on again? I don't know yet, but maybe like next month or something like that, because they had their
Shout out
show.
to ADT and AWL
Yes,
though. Gold Rush is awesome.
It was a great show, and D'Angelo LaFlame was there, and a lot of guys that are certainly in the pros, Colbat and Victor Thorne, and yes, definitely I enjoyed that. And also, my buddy Ethan wants a shout out for his friend Jeremy. Jeremy, how you doing? Thank you for your support over the past few months listening on Sportswire Radio. And if you're out there, go out there and support the IMF on their YouTube channel. Check them out. Also, if you want to buy a ticket, you can still do that via the Facebook page of the IMF. Also, check them out on Instagram. And I have shown my support, and I hope you do the same. If you have a chance, please go out there. It's going to be a great show. There's a lot of great matches. You got a chance to see some of it here. Sean Jovi and Mephisto with obviously Ace Diamond in Mephisto's corner. Prince Achie is the referee. You've got also as the pre-show, you've got Nicholas Crenson and Freddie Daniels. We heard from both of them. We've got this main event here, which we're still trying to figure out between the Foundation and Damian Saint and the Hellhounds. We've also got JX is on the card. JX you've seen in XCW, ROEW. He's the OMW champion. We've got Jacob Collins, my buddy Jacob Collins from XCW, ROEW, CBW. He's against Aldi Ultra in the
Best
Midwest.
wrestler from ROEW, Jacob Collins.
He's with Aldi against the Midwest Express, and Jacob has really come a long way. We've also got Jordan Netz and King Josiah and Kodak Kid, the WCE all-out champion. He certainly lives. Also, we're going to see more action to follow, so you want to check out the IMF's Facebook page. Also, we have here, only a little girl wouldn't read my previous comment for these IMF weirdos. I don't have your previous comment.
There's not even a previous comment.
Wait, what's the previous comment?
There ain't
one.
one.
Hey, the last time I saw this, the last time I saw that loser, I gave him a stunner and kicked him out of my ring.
Well, he opened up your show and he didn't want to be in the Foundation. How did that make you feel that he didn't want to join the Foundation?
He was mad because we kept the better guy.
We didn't really want him in it. Yeah, we were using that guy. You see what type of fucking quality of shirt we gave that guy, Tom.
All I gotta say is stupid. Yeah.
Much like that $100 bill Joey was showing, that was real, you see.
I gotta say that I was impressed that Jovi basically
that wasn't prop money. That shirt we gave TJ Black was a prop Foundation shirt, my man.
Prop shirt, yeah. It was a prop.
Well, I don't think he plays well with others anyway. That's kind of been the rap some would say about him anyway.
Oh, he plays with himself pretty well, though.
We're a family show in sports. After what Anthony Steele had said, we're going to move on from that. But okay, yeah.
I kind of want him to come back to Cedar Rapids. Actually, I want him to come back to IMF. I actually want a match with CJ Black.
Oh, so you want a match?
Well, put it out there. Put it out there. Send it.
I don't want a match. I want to beat his ass. There's a difference.
You want to
beat his ass. It's not gonna be a match. It's gonna be a.
Yeah.
I mean,
would that
little girl that he interrupted while he was singing her happy birthday? That was so disrespectful.
Yeah.
To the girl.
No, I remember that.
Shit, that little girl.
Well, wait, guys. We gotta wait till Saturday for his new boss to even approve him to travel.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Mr. CJ Black. How about you come back to IMF and go one-on-one with the soldier?
For whatever reason, it didn't show up on the screen, but I'm going to read off his comment. He says, maybe I'll tag with you boys for old time's sake. I'll win the match for the team just like I did last time, then lay your asses out and throw you to the curb where you belong. That's what he said. And for whatever reason, it didn't show up on the YouTube. I don't know if that's for whatever reasons, but
just like he won't show up on Saturday.
So he's
comments don't show up.
Hey boys, can I respond to this? To respond to his,
go ahead.
His shit talking. Okay, so CJ, the 7-star superstar, right? I wonder how he got that nickname. I wonder how he got that nickname. But
because he attached his name to Jack Delta.
So whenever your management, happens and they buy your shit, your management talks to our management, and I want to go one-on-one with CJ Black. You don't have to defend your title, but I'll defend. I'm a real chief.
IMF management. I'm waiting.
So why don't you in the comments answer that?
He would like to say, though, and now his comment does appear on the screen. He says, I earned that nickname, all 7 stars.
No. You mean Jack Delta earned you those 7 stars.
He was like a 2-star guy with a couple 3 stars. That's how he got 7.
Hey. And then he got 6'8" for what JX did, though, right? So
exactly.
JX got him his
Well, he's got 2
stars
wins. Well, he's got 2 wins over Jack Delta, and he's got a win over JX. And JX has been very impressive also. So what do you guys make of that then?
Every broken clock's right, at least.
You know what? He cheated every time. He's never had a clean win.
Jacob Collins? C Money?
Jacob Collins. You know, Jacob Collins was sick that day when he faced CJ Black. That's not his fault.
He showed up though.
It was flu season.
It still is flu season. You know, he's got to win over C Money on King of the Century. Opened up the show and beat him. That's a clean win.
C Money was sick. I saw him puking before he even went out there.
That was like a pre-show. That was like a pre-show match.
It was a better match than maybe the Craven Rage Joe Stone one.
Ugh. You know what?
Maybe no.
Yeah, I'll give you but you know what? Here's the thing, man. I respect those guys. Except for Craven.
Let me ask you though, if CJ did want to wrestle with you guys and be a part of it as the 3rd member, would that be good, acceptable, or what if he did want to actually, wrestle with you guys?
I went for C Money in that match anyway.
No. I don't see that happening because I would get confused. I know if I want to beat up Damien or if I want to beat up CJ.
I can tell you right now, they would rather have Remington Stryker team up with them.
Oh man.
I thought football season was over already with the Chiefs. I really wanted to have more Remington Stryker talk and more talk about the Chiefs. Football season's over. He also wants to point out, though, that what do you mean, no? You can trust me.
That's exactly what somebody you can't trust would say.
And Craven Rage, by the way, he would like to respond. He says, Dirty Don, how about Craven come there? Take out the trash of Dirty since you are you. You think you are 100% man instead of the Mr. 49% I beat. Remington Stryker way back
Craven don't know what the hell he's talking about. If Craven, you got your time, Summer Bash, if you show up.
Is it a good time to ask about Summer
By the way,
Bash?
I want to put this out in the air. Dirty Donnie, when you drink, stop making matches for me when you want to face C2K and Craven Rage.
Omen, you do what the boss says and just get your ass ready. That's all you need to do.
I'm not wasting my time doing a Make-A-Wish for C2K.
I'll tell you, I'll give you that. It's definitely a Make-A-Wish. If he was here, he'd be in Rem, Iowa. But, here's the thing. Something's got to give, and somebody's got to shut these boys up, and it's going to be dirty, and it's going to be that's what's happening.
I know a person
We're
who
not going to
would
show up
team
at
up.
something we created, a festival we created, and start taking over preaching the good Lord. I'm not having it. It's going to be a goddamn dirty day.
Listen, I know someone who would team up with you to take on C2K.
You do?
He's a real deal. The Anthony Steele.
Do I know him?
Get the hell out of
Maybe.
here.
Have I heard that name before? I feel like it's eerily familiar. Real deal.
I'll tell you
right?
what. I'll give the man props for saying what he said because someone should have said it. But
yeah, I mean, some of the things he said were rather interesting. I mean, obviously, a lot of people are still, still
He wanted to
talking
come
about it.
on. He wanted to come on tonight.
Well, what do you guys want him on? I mean, James Taylor wanted to come on.
I have a feeling if Soldier GP wants him on.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure Anthony Steele, if he wants to, I mean, it's kind of like the bat signal with Anthony Steele and James Taylor. If the bat signal comes on, they're here with us. I mean,
it's pointless to have James on. James says the same thing he's been saying for the last fucking year. He runs his mouth, but then never accepts the challenge to show up or tell me to show up somewhere so I can show up so we can finally do this thing. I am tired of it, okay? I'm tired of it.
Maybe, but I have to say, though, wouldn't this be really the only place that James and Anthony could have basically the rubber match would be at Summer Bash? Because we know it's not happening in Tennessee. It's not happening in Alabama. I mean, really the only place they could
because they're not making it happen.
What's that?
Because they're not making it happen. So they're going to use our platform to do it?
I supposedly, I mean, that seems to be.
I'm just saying.
And CJ Black wants to say, Dirty Donnie, a wise man once said, a monkey could do your job.
A monkey couldn't run the IMF, and we all know that, clearly.
Dirty,
hey,
you can
I just want to point out, hey, CJ,
yes.
Dirty does a better job because you guys are happy to sell.
That's right, baby.
You're doing a better job because you guys have to sell. We don't have to sell. So
Burn. He got you.
Boom.
Well, who do you think is buying ROEW?
Me.
I really don't care.
Oh, really? You don't
I bought
care?
it for $1.
Don't care. I asked. He asked me how much I'd give him for it one time. I told him 50 cents.
Oh, it's probably some stupid guy that goes.
I put the whole company on Gmail.
Now, let me ask you guys this question. Anthony Steele, would you want to hear from Anthony Steele? It's like Vince McMahon when he injects the lethal dose of poison, what was the NWO, and it's kind of like. So you sure? You sure you want this? I mean, pretty much. At this point.
I can't wait to. I can't wait to
you also want James Taylor because, as you know, Anthony Steele comes on, James Taylor comes on.
These two stepbrothers.
All right,
freak the mighty.
Hold on. Let me get ready.
Get your feet up, Calder. Relax.
Pretend to listen to the same thing I heard last time we were on this show together. The last time before that we were on this show together. Last time before that. So come on, bring them on. Come on, I ain't got all that.
Before I do that, Dirty, did you just tell us that Anthony Steele and James Taylor are stepbrothers?
No, I said they couldn't go nowhere without each other. You know, like Step Brothers, the movie.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, oh, what did I learn now that I didn't know? Okay.
No, yeah, Dirty don't know that.
Well, it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get what the people wanted.
He better have a shirt on. I swear to God, he better have a shirt on.
Neither one of them got boats or hose. They probably coats and toes.
Well, we're going to get it. I'm sure now all of a sudden everybody's going to come on and they're going to want to hear what these two guys have to say. I mean, oh boy, here we go again, I guess. Well, I can see it now.
We're not C2K or that other kid, all right?
We wish...
we don't have skeletons in the closet.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and scream.
I'm not going there with a 10-foot pole. I mean, we're not...
Don't say that.
We're not going to go there at all, They're not going to go there. But I guess we're going to get what maybe the people want. I don't know. Maybe people want it. I mean, people seem to want to hear these two. I mean,
I do want to say, Tom, that shirt really looks nice on you, though.
I tell you what,
I'm
going to keep it on at least.
Looks great, my man.
I think it's one of the best shirts I've had. It's better than the mother shirts, but I guess you're getting one of the two names, and he's here. What a surprise! Well. If it isn't the real deal, Anthony Steele, and how you doing, Anthony? Long time no speak. Anthony.
Well, it's good, boys. And you're right. You guys aren't C2K and Zach.
I would hope that they wouldn't be, with all due respect to C2K. We love C2K.
I don't think we could ever fathom being.
I'm not gonna scream at you.
I see
I'm not gonna scream.
in the back seat there.
Fuck up, Anthony!
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! But no, there's only one flaw I found in
God damn it.
something where y'all said.
Yes.
And that's Donnie.
What's wrong with Donnie?
He said, I don't go anywhere without James. I mean, last time I checked, when I showed up to IMF last time, James Taylor was nowhere in fucking sight.
Tom said that. Tom's the one that just said that.
Well, in terms of coming on Sportswire.
That's when he started.
And I said, like Step Brothers.
Like, well, that's what.
I know you came there. You did. You've actually done what you have said, Anthony Steele. I'll give you props for that. You actually have. I've seen you there personally with my own two eyes. Now, I can't say that about, Tay-Tay, when he wants to walk in the other room, watch his cat shit or anything like that.
Well, I can't comment on that, but how's the vape tonight? What are you vaping? What are you vaping, actually?
Looks like a peach mango.
Pina colada.
Oh.
You froze. There you go. What's the vape? What's the flavor of choice tonight on the vape?
Pina colada.
Oh, pina colada.
Let me ask you this. How many death threats did you get after Sportswire?
I've been told watch my back. I basically I get what's coming to me. You know, I deserve it.
Scary.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, the one dude that said it, and now it's time for me to name drop this dude because I didn't even mention him. Because no offense, I have no clue who the fuck this dude is. Adonis Philios or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, homie, I don't know.
Well, Adonis is in part of Triple W, WCE, AIW, been the world champion in AIW. I mean, Adonis has, been a big supporter of Sportswire.
He's like the only one that might be cool.
Like, I had no problem with him. Like,
Okay.
I had no issue with him. And then this dude started running his fucking mouth. Like, homie, you're not in this. But if you want to be a part of it,
maybe he felt strong towards some of the people that he's friends with.
I mean, I understand when everyone has their thumb up each other's ass. I mean, of course they're gonna back each other up.
Wow.
But
what do you think of Tom's shirt there, Anthony?
Foundation.
Looking good, ain't it, my man?
It's actually a really,
what it is.
really comfortable shirt. I think I'm gonna keep it on for a few days.
I mean, I do got some new merch that's about to drop.
So you're gonna give me a link, and I'll make sure to buy it so I can wear it when you come on to Sportswire.
No one cares about that. Like, what about this merch, baby?
Woo! Will you be
bad.
sending out? Well, Anthony, will you be sending out merchandise to maybe some of the people that you've been on streams with, maybe as a token of peace? Maybe you want to send your merchandise.
The fuck I want to send them my merchandise for? They don't deserve to wear Anthony Steele t-shirts.
CJ Black doesn't like my foundation shirt, by the way. He says, thankfully, you could always use new garage rags. Well, my garage is a lot bigger than yours, but, hey.
I mean, here, I can
burn.
show you.
Burn, bitch.
That was a great one.
Y'all want to see the new
Good
design?
one, Tom.
Man, everybody burning them tonight.
You want to say something, Anthony? Because you are Anthony Steele. I don't want to interrupt when you have something to say.
You want to see the new merch, the new design?
You didn't give
Not
it to
really.
me. Actually, you know what, Anthony? I actually have a good idea for it. You want to send somebody merchandise? I'm sure he would love to wear it or maybe love to see it. My friend, a good friend of mine, Jimmy Controversy, apparently. He knows who you are now, and maybe that's somebody, make sure you send him some merchandise. Controversy.
I'll send him more. I'll send him more than
And he's coming to Sportswire Radio next weekend. Word on the street is he's coming to speak. He says,
talk about me.
He's got a lot of people he wants to talk about. He might be talking about you, Mr. Steele. Might even use your real name, apparently. That's the word on the street.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
And apparently, I've received word from somebody else that Mr. Anarchy would like to return to Sportswire. He's very, very open to coming back to Sportswire. So maybe another name that you certainly might be getting to know a little bit, Mr. Anarchy. But I would warn you about Mr. Anarchy, though, because if you saw his back in his most recent promo on the TF Crew Instagram page, I mean, his back looks like, he must live
glass.
On a podcast,
I think his lunch, breakfast, and dinner is like glass and like light tubes and like barbed wire and
I had a bowl of nails for breakfast.
He might have actually.
The way I look at it is, what y'all have been saying is true. I've been the talk of the fucking town for the past 48 hours.
Yeah, I would say about 48, 47
hours. And I was also looking at, the Sportswire YouTube page.
Yes.
And it seems like, some of your top viewed videos, I'm matching those views in 48 hours.
Yeah, Luke Leyland. It's
hey, real quick. Sorry, Tom. It's Mama Dirty right here. It's her birthday, her 50th.
Happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary. God bless you.
Thank
you so much for all your support.
I'm so glad you got rid of Money Mike.
Yeah. And she got new teeth. She's set to go, baby.
Bless your heart. I hope you have so much happiness. That's so good to hear. Thank you for all you do for us here in the IMF. I really appreciate you.
Who the fuck says that? She got a brand new set of teeth. She's all good to go.
That's how the Dirty family does it, baby. You got a new set of teeth. You're flying. You're living.
Well,
where's yours? Oh, where's yours?
He's not ready to go.
I haven't got mine yet.
You waiting for tax season?
I'm in no hurry, damn it. I got years left.
My tax bill is coming up. I'm one of the people that actually has to pay lots of taxes. But obviously, happy birthday to you, and God bless you. Thank you for all.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate that.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
But one thing I will say is, like, I've also been hearing, and this is like the first time that I probably say I have to side with Omen Black. A lot of people are shitting on Omen for being on that live. How a lot of people are like trying to come at Omen for that night.
And what for? And what reason?
Because I was on with Anthony Steele. So instantly people thought that I was part of it.
I mean, look, Anthony has his opinions. It doesn't mean that everybody else has the same opinion.
Facts, but
no, I got that. But I mean, I'm saying that if you say something, it doesn't mean everybody else said it. You said what you felt, and you had reason to say what you wanted to say, and you're entitled to your to what you like to say. I mean, that's just like on anybody else's stream. I think people should go on anybody's stream. Anybody wants to say what they want. They're entitled to that opportunity if they have it on their platform. I mean, there's no ill will toward anybody, that has a show. If they want to say what they want, that's fine. But, and same with you. You came on and, you wanted to say what was on your mind. And I think that, is a First Amendment right that you have to speak. And I think that, that's what it was. And I also think that, nobody talks about the fact that you praised people. You praised Sean Jovi. You praised the guys in Resurrection Wrestling. You talked about Jimmy Controversy, and you also praised GTS. There was things in the interview that you also praised, by the way. Everybody looks at, yes, there were things you said that I'm sure people, not everybody maybe obviously felt that they would like you to said it, but there was a lot of things I took in the interview that you also praised. You talked about NOCW. You talked about Resurrection. You talked about obviously wanting to be back in the ring. You talked about a lot of things that I think people would like to hear. And speaking of people that are always welcome on Sportswire, take a guess who's here. Take a guess. And it's not Craven Rage. It's not Chris Craven.
I got a question. Is it
Don't do that.
Is it Atomic Titan? Is it?
Don't do that.
Is it Chris Craven? Is it Chris?
Well, Chris Craven. Chris Craven's here tomorrow. We're going to talk SmackDown with Chris Craven.
Did anyone else notice that Anthony Steele's like looking like he's about to go back in time when he's rolling his eyes? He's like, "Are you all right?" Like,
yeah,
it's not Shane Davidson and Alan Michaels, who obviously are fans.
It is James Taylor, of course it is.
Why did you have to spoil it? He doesn't have the hat on at least this time. James, are you in a new location, by the way?
Yeah, his living room.
That's right by where the cat sit. I recognize that place.
It's either the office or the kitchen.
By the way, do you like women older?
You MILF dater.
You know what, Anthony? You don't got a shot, but I'll tell you this: I prefer you over fucking Money Mike, my man.
Hey, look. All I'm gonna say is that my fiance is 13 years older than me, so
who
I'm happy.
the fuck thinks that's a good comeback? MILF dater.
That's good.
She's a cougar, and that's
That's the dumbest burn I ever heard someone tell anyone.
Hey, look, they're just mad. They're just mad because they can't get pussy at all. So
I mean,
yeah.
What was that one?
Well, James Taylor, I mean, good to see you as always. I mean, how you doing there? How you doing, James?
I'm great, Tom. How are you doing today?
I'm having a lot of fun. I got a new foundation shirt to go with everybody else's shirt, and I think it's one of my most well-fitted shirts to date. And I'm actually going to wear it tomorrow and Saturday, and then Sunday I'll wear it.
Probably the greatest shirt you've ever got, to be honest.
Now I'm thinking about it, actually is. I mean, but I'll have your shirt on Sunday, James. But what's on your mind, James, tonight? Like to say anything?
I mean, the shirt you're wearing. I guess if you catch a cold, you have something to blow your nose on. But
that's not.
Yeah, you can wipe his ass with yours.
That's not nice. I love every shirt that we have on from all the great.
Is that a South Park shirt I see?
Yeah, exactly. The character missing on that Mr. Hanky.
I didn't realize that South Park was actually still on when South Park did a skit about what was it, Prime? I think it was. They mentioned the Prime vodka drink.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't realize. I was like, wow, South Park is still on, huh? But
Cred.
they
call it cred.
Cred.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, but James, anything you want to say? Anything, just wouldn't be a show without you, James. I know originally I was like, I got to bring James in.
Apparently, I wasn't allowed to come on earlier because
but you're here now.
To be relevant to be on
James, you're here. Anthony and James are here now. I mean, you guys are here now.
Hey,
you're
I
welcome.
have to run
You're
off
welcome,
y'all
boy.
to be relevant, right? Let me remind y'all something. If it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't have been found. You're welcome.
Hey James. Hey James.
How you
This
doing,
is
kid?
this is for people that's actually showed up.
False.
To IMF.
That's false.
This is for people that's actually showed up to IMF. So kind of got one up on you on that one.
Poor soul just sitting there dreaming about me breaking his arm so he can match on. That was
Look at you.
I'm just waiting for. I've heard this from him. I've heard the same thing from James for the last year. I'm just tired of listening to it.
What do you think about his suit, by the way? What do you think about the sport jacket that and the glasses there? What do you think about the attire he's got on?
He must have stolen from. He stole Collins.
He rented
stole
it
from
like
Collins.
he was going to a prom.
Yeah, exactly. He definitely
It looks like Ace Diamond's outfit.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily say they look the same, but each to its own, I suppose.
Yeah,
but,
Aces is actually real.
No. Well, Good Guy Talks episode 2 is this Saturday. He stole Stone's gimmick. I mean, Joe Stone. Yeah, it's true. Joe Stone. I forgot Joe Stone's got the attire. Yeah.
Wow, CJ. You're stealing the good guy gimmick from Fletch, and now you're stealing Joe Stone's gimmick.
You gotta steal something from Joe Stone. My man.
Fletch. Where that could be for a show in itself, but stole the most expensive suit in the set from the Salvation Army.
That I believe. I believe that.
Yes, I actually do. Could see
that might be a fact.
Actually, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question for the world champ, Mr. Soldier.
Oh, you do?
Let me let his internet load up real quick. You defending that title tomorrow night or Saturday night, I should say.
Yeah, he is.
Actually, I am against Ace Diamond.
Okay, so are you still gonna have that championship come May 18th?
With me being the referee,
I don't see what could go wrong. I'm going to be at ringside calling the action.
Because, I've been thinking.
Listen here. I'm going to call a clean, one-sided match, all right?
I've been thinking ever since you accepted the offer for Rage in a Cage about, because it's came to my mind how many companies have wanted me to come through. I mean, Triple W was instantly wanting to fucking give me a title shot. So,
are you wrestling there? Actually, are you going there to wrestle?
I'm sorry, I don't associate with.
Okay, I just wanted to ask. I didn't know if that was still a thing. I actually had no idea if you were going to wrestle there or not. Still, I just didn't know.
No, I mean, I don't think they want me to wrestle after I shut down their podcast 5 minutes into me being in the comments. But
okay, no, look, I didn't know.
I know Triple W might be a banging place for you. Are you sure?
It's the start of any website.
They don't want me.
That's true.
Fact, baby.
Would you like to wrestle in Triple W?
Fuck no.
No. I mean,
what talent? What talent do they bring?
A guy from New Jersey that you know.
That's not
talent. Mike.
That's not talent.
Brandon Wolf.
Not talent.
I mean, All right, so who's up for more dead air? We just got.
Well, I mean, so where would you like to go? I mean, you.
I mean, I'm going to come back to IMF.
Oh, you come back to IMF. You come back to IMF. You are okay.
I guess I'll be at Summer Bash, so there's going to be a lot of different talent out there.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
I'm waiting for Mr. Jimmy Controversy to hop on here because I'm gonna make sure.
Well, Jimmy, I listen. I don't want to speak too much for Jimmy, but Jimmy's probably in bed right now, has no idea where he is right now. So he's not going to pop on at this moment, but he's going to be here next weekend. He's promising to be here next weekend.
I'll pop up next weekend.
If Mr. Controversy allows it, yeah. I mean, I'll ask him, but Jimmy's Jimmy. I will just say that he's kind of like, for the baseball fans, Manny Ramirez was. It's basically like Jimmy's Jimmy. So if he wants you to come on, he'll invite you. I can't promise you that. And I got you this far. Listen, I got you this far. So I'm trying there for you.
If he doesn't want the talk of the town to talk to him, then obviously.
Well, he's got Grimomania to focus on. He's got the big GTS show ahead. He's got XPW. He's got Pro Wrestling Venom. So he's got a lot on his plate right now. He's also got Mac 10 coming up this weekend at Resurrection. He's also got TF Crew. He's got a lot of different shows. Jimmy's Jimmy. Jimmy's even talking about his match with Tommy Dreamer, how he's upset about it still. I mean, so he's a busy man. A very busy man. But he knows who you are. Listen, I got you there. I got you there. Listen, I've tried my best. What can I say? I've tried. Mr. Controversy, he'll know about you. But speaking of guys that know about you, Cameron Cage, ring a bell?
Holy shit!
Ring a bell? Those are the people you guys. Both of you guys wrestled in once upon a time, right? Ring a bell? Cameron Cage, yes. Cameron.
How you doing, man?
Cameron
CJ's
Cage.
got a question for Taylor.
James, why did you take your ball? Did you really leave the yard in 2002?
No, if you want to be technical, he left the yard in 2008.
No, it was a serious question. I mean, I think that's actually, a hard-hitting question, but Cameron Cage, ring a bell for two of you guys, and one of you guys wrestled him, I'm pretty sure.
I've wrestled.
Both of you wrestled him, as a matter of fact, because I know James wrestled him most recently, but Anthony, you wrestled him prior to that. So I mean, Cameron Cage. I mean, you guys maybe want to see him again?
Good up and coming superstar. I will still give props to people that.
You guys got, is there a clip?
Like
I could actually pull up the James Taylor and Cameron. I
roll
can
the
find
clip.
I mean,
I could find Anthony.
He said, roll the clip.
Wait,
Roll
which
the
one?
clip.
Which one do you want?
Roll the
Anthony Steele
clip.
and Cameron Cage or James Taylor and Cameron Cage?
Omen, tell him. Omen, tell him it's your show. Tell him.
We'll take either one.
Listen here. It doesn't matter. Roll the clip.
Were you sure you're not in Star Wars?
He paid $14.99 for that.
Well, all right, hold on one second.
Roll the clip.
I'm getting there. You have to give me a second. I only have two hands. James Taylor, Cameron Cage.
G0. Right.
Are you doing a James Taylor product placement?
No. I have to find the man.
James, every time you do this and you're like someone else is talking, you're like, you take a drink of something, you're like,
You're trying to get sponsored.
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. I don't have. Okay, now I'm gonna get it. Okay. It was at you guys wrestled at Retribution. Was it Retribution or was it Deadly Collision? Remind me which one, James, it was again?
Deadly Collision.
Deadly Collision. Okay, we're gonna get. I think it was Deadly
Who
Collision.
cares?
Okay.
Roll the clip.
I gotta get to the match first. They're not in the opening. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see.
Like the microphone special effects, Omen.
Don't get it on your show, James. Okay. Well,
Thanks, baby.
Who was that guy that used to do that? That used to have this? Was it Rick? Was it Rick Ross that did that?
oh, T-Pain.
T-Pain. There you go. Nope, not there, not there. Why can't I find this match? I promise you I'm gonna find it. I just don't know where it's in the card.
I'm gonna buy you a drink.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. Give me 1 second. I have to figure it out. Yep, I got it.
You
You and
sound,
Cameron
like
Cage.
you sound like the little kid troll on Trolls.
The kid troll on trolls.
The one that farts. Who are you talking about?
The one that farts glitter.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. There it goes. Nope. There we go. I think this is it here. Let's see.
Roll the clip.
You want me to keep the commentary on, or you want me to actually not do the commentary?
Yeah, keep the commentary on. That'd be fun. What, they wanted to see this? I haven't seen this.
I've seen it.
Oh.
Isn't this the one you come back later?
Commentary. Smacked his back on the mat.
This is the
What?
So this is bad. This is the first restaurant match I'm seeing since
Were you just watching parts of it, or you wanting to watch the whole thing?
We don't have to watch the whole thing. I mean, we got the point. Let's get to the finish.
Look, once we see one James Hill,
you look like an abusive stepdad.
It's right! It's right!
It's right!
This is the finish.
Come on! Come on!
Rage like that. Might happen to Soldier one day.
Soldier, wake up.
Okay, we'll take it off the screen. We got the point. What'd you think?
Soldier, wake up.
What'd you think of Steven Silvestri as the referee, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was pretty good.
Okay. So obviously we saw that, so you got a chance to see it. So obviously, is there anything else you guys want to say before we sign off for the evening? Anything else on your minds? For you guys, anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. Anything else for you, Anthony and James? I know we'll see you guys Sunday, actually, but anything else you guys want to say?
Soldier, it's gonna be great coming back to IMF. At least I'll show up to face you.
What's that supposed to mean about James?
What is that supposed to mean?
About James, yeah.
And now you're at me too. I mean, what's the deal?
Never
here?
say never, kid. You never say never in this.
We don't say never. You just say that
never.
it still hasn't happened.
Well, what do you do in June 1st, by the way, Anthony? Still riot in the ring?
He ain't gonna do nothing. He's gonna act like he's doing something.
Massachusetts, riot in the ring. Jake Matthews, ring a bell?
That's funny as fuck that you brought up that name because he hit me up too about the whole thing that happened the other day.
Do you have any interest in being in the riot in the ring? It's actually a really good field.
What did Soldier say? Never say never.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Never
You
say
want to
never.
say anything else, James Taylor, before I go to Soldier?
say never.
I always have something to say, but apparently everybody knows what I'm gonna say, so I'll just quit saying.
Well, I didn't hear it. I don't know what you're gonna say. I want to hear what you have to say.
But I'm not gonna say anymore. Everybody already knows.
I want to hear it.
Hey, you want to know why he ain't gonna say what he's gonna say, Tom? Because there can't be no other way. Because that's the way that James does it.
In a world where James Taylor shows up to IMF.
He's gonna be the new movie.
Hey, for the one time, do Do the damn son. In that voice. In that voice.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
Damn son. There can't be, Father,
You gotta be like, damn son, where'd you find this?
damn son, where'd you find this?
You want to say anything else, Soldier, before Saturday? Anything else you want to say on your mind? Okay, well, I think on that
I'm
note,
good.
then everybody,
I'll see you.
want to go out?
Actually, hold on. Still, I will see you May 18th.
May 18th, buddy. May 18th.
I can't wait for that. And if you want to go support the IMF,
James,
support their show
I'll
upcoming.
see you when I see you.
You're seeing them right now. You're seeing them right now. Like,
I'm not invisible.
He's here Sunday too, by the way. In fact, these two guys are going to be both.
I want to see him. I want to see him. Standing across the corner from me in the ring.
Are y'all gonna be prostitutes
Never say never.
together? You said across the corner. Y'all gonna be prostitutes together?
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the IMF, do that here on Facebook. IMF Midwest Federation Wrestling, Instagram, IMF _
May
Wrestling.
18th, I'm gonna make you mine.
IMF Wrestling 666. It was an IMF takeover tonight. We're getting ready for St. Patrick's Day Massacre. I want to thank Joe Stone, Craven Rage, Nicholas Crenton, Freddie Daniels, Mephisto, Ace Diamond, Sean Jovi, Soldier GP, and Omen Black, not once but twice, because it is his show after all, for being on with us. Yep, yeah, definitely that. And of course, never to be forgotten, the legendary Nemesis James Taylor and the real deal Anthony Steele, who always has something to say. He's always keeping it real, and he's certainly keeping it on the D-Lo. And also want to give a big shout out to Dirty as well. Thank you, Dirty, for tuning in. If you're on Sportswire Radio, you're going back to your regularly scheduled programming. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, I'll be back 10 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be getting you ready for the road to WrestleMania. I'll be talking Raw, SmackDown, and then I'll be talking the second half of the show, NFL free agency. Then I'm here Saturday with, I forgot who I actually have on Saturday, so you have to tune in tomorrow for who it is. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one global radio station, it is Omen Black's show after all, and we're all wrestling matters.
Yeah, right.
Because James Taylor is, of course, the legendary James Taylor, who got 2 million likes on TikTok. So make sure you go support him on TikTok, Taft Taylor, Taft_Taylor, YouTube, Nemesis Sessions. Anthony Steele is always on Instagram Live, and I'm sure he's going to have another Anthony Steele bomb. Stay tuned for an Instagram show near you. And also, I can't wait to wear his merchandise. So, Anthony, get that merchandise going up. And by the way, my favorite merchandise to date, the foundation. So certainly make sure you get your foundation shirt at an Iowa mall near you. But see everybody later tonight.